Started.
Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 7th.
Redo that. Seventh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, I was reading my intro, and then I saw that the number 3, where I say 3 toy photographers, and I was like, the 7th.
Who?
Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 7th episode of Shutterbugs, the show where 3 toy photographers talk about everything and anything geeky. My name is Finn, and today I am joined by my co-host Aiden
Hey.
and Alex.
Hey, you already know who it is. Hey,
You know, I really gravitate toward these dark, crazy street characters.
Hey, y'all need to get on the Nintendo grind.
Okay, shut up, bro. You're like, if you know me.
Okay. But I do have to say, I guess it's not in pickups, but a friend of mine came over with the Switch, and man, they are so nice.
Isn't it so good? Like you hear about it, you're like, oh, a portable console. How good can it be?
Is.
But it's like it's so like well done. Oh my goodness.
Smash. And do you have the NBA Playgrounds game?
No, but I really want it.
It's so funny and like so good because they're all like fathead NBA players and like the craziest dunks you can ever see, like triple backflips under the legs, and it's so funny. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I don't even like sports, but that's something I think I would enjoy.
Yeah, it's a fun game. Anyway, yeah,
that's awesome. Well, yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today. Today is a super important day because it is our year-end wrap-up episode. We're recording this on New Year's Eve, and honestly, I'm probably gonna try to edit it all today and upload it like after we're done because I am gonna be out of town for like 5 days. So that's gonna be super fun. I'm super excited about that.
Grindy time.
What'd you say? I
said grind time for Finn.
Dude, it's grind. It's grind nation out here, bro.
Oh my gosh!
I have 2 parties I gotta go tonight too, so that's gonna be super fun. But I'm just
what a popular boy.
I've been looking forward to tonight for so long because I've listened to so many podcasts over the years. This is podcasts like Pop Culture Leftovers, whatever. They always do this year-end wrap-up. So many of the podcasts I listen to do year-end wrap-ups. And I'm like, man, when I get a podcast, I'm going to do a year-end wrap-up. And here we freaking are. Today we will be talking about our favorites from the year. It's like our top figures, our top companies, comics, heroes, villains, songs, artists, albums, games, TV shows, film, imports, baths.
Oh my God.
All that kind of stuff.
Jesus the Lord.
I am beyond thrilled to be able to talk with you guys today. And we're going to go through our pickups too, because it was Christmas time. And I know all of us got some cool stuff that I'm just super excited to talk about. So who wants to go first? Aiden, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
But before that, guys, I want to introduce a new segment to the show. Segment. I put up some posts on Instagram and stuff, but we've been getting iTunes reviews on our iTunes part of the podcast, which I'm super excited about. So from now on, starting on episode 7 going forward, we're going to be doing our intro and then iTunes reviews, and then we'll get into our pickups, and then we'll get into our toy news, screen time, critiques, favorite picks, and then after that, we'll do another segment that I'm really excited about, and then we're going to be done. So, sound good?
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Sounds freaking fantastic. Well, I'm going to pull up these iTunes reviews right now. We only have 3. Leave us more, please. One of them was from me.
One I think is for me too.
Yeah. Oh, I already know which one was you as soon as I know, because I know your password or whatever, or your email. I know what email you use. So, okay, here we go. Fun 5 stars by Finn Dietz. What a good review already. I'm a co-host, so don't trust what I say, but I have fun recording this show, so I hope you enjoy listening. Wow. What a good review. What do you guys think? What a good review, right, guys?
Whoever wrote that is a hack.
I agree.
That guy.
Bro, Alex, you look like Cookie from Ned's Declassified.
And you look like the Mobamba meme.
But I don't, bro.
Yes, you do. Remove the glasses and you look exactly the same.
I don't have that hair either, bro. You tripping.
You definitely do look like him.
They do. I'm just like remembering that meme right now. Oh my God, that's so funny.
We both look like what we say we do. So, okay. Yeah, get off me. So that was a great review. Thanks, Finn. I appreciate that. Next review is by Scooby-Doo 1257. Wow.
Are you sure it's not Disney 60 Mickey?
Yeah. Are you sure it's not Mamma Mia's 70 Greatest Showman boy? Greatest Showman, biggest fan, big boy.
Oh my
If
god!
those who don't know, Aiden is just obsessed with Scooby Doo and Greatest Showman and Mamma Mia.
I actually don't even love Scooby.
I love Scooby Doo. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm serious. What's New Scooby Doo is was one of my favorite shows as a kid.
Scooby Dooby Doo.
I was
No,
more fan
no,
of like, What's New Scooby Doo? We're coming after
I
you.
know.
That one. Do you guys remember that?
Yes.
Do you guys remember the movies? The Scooby Doo movies, like the
Yes. Those
yes.
are horrible.
Dude,
the dude
Zombie
from
Island is
Scream.
freaking awesome. That movie's so good still.
Why are we talking about Scooby Doo right now?
Because this
Yeah.
is very important
What?
to me. Listen to me. Zombie Island is like it's all like hand drawn, and it's like the colors are just freaking awesome. Oh, it's so good. Watch Scooby Doo on Zombie Island. I just watched it recently. Okay, so a ton of fun. 5 stars by Scooby Doo 1257. Great hearing a teen's take. Oh wait, no, that actually makes sense. Great hearing a teen's take on ACBA and how they go through it. 3 exclamation points. Really fun and funny as well. Also, the co-host Aiden is super thick and a really
Yeah,
good-looking stud.
I definitely didn't write that, but thank you,
Aiden,
Finn.
check our iTunes reviews. You wrote that. That's disgusting, dude.
Not really.
Okay, well, whoever Scooby Doo 1257 really thinks you're good looking. I don't really
Hold
know
up.
what they see, but
Let's check that right now.
yeah, check it. Next review titled "This Show is Bad." Holy crap! 5 stars by Nathan Babanik.
What?
It is. It's called "This Show is Bad." 5 stars, and then it says 5 stars. By Nathan Babanik. I'm joking. This show is rad. The end. Take a listen.
Wow, man,
Love
he
these
really
guys.
emphasized the
Very
rad.
laid back and cool. Thumbs up. Thanks, man. Thanks, Nathan. I really appreciate that.
Yeah,
was
you
really
know that
nice.
was me, right?
I knew it was Alex too. I'm done.
Wait. So
We have no reviews.
So what you're telling me is we have 3 reviews. And all
from the
3 of
co-host.
them are from us.
Yes.
I'm quitting. I'm quitting.
Yeah, the last name's supposed to be
That's the
Fabinik.
sound of me dropping my headphones. I'm done. Bye, guys.
My sister and I were out walking one time, and I smelled something that smelled like fabric softener, and I pulled a fin and accidentally said Fabinik. So then I decided.
It's called a stutter and a speech impediment, Alex. It's something that I struggle with. Jeez.
Ooh, that's
no.
Your
hilarious.
silence after that was perfect. I'm
Finn was
sorry.
so
That's
excited
really
we actually
sad.
had one review that wasn't from a co-host. And
I was
he didn't
being
even
so
know it was
genuine.
Alex.
I was being so genuinely nice. I was like, thanks, man. Well, yeah, that kind of made me sad a little bit.
Well, yeah.
Ashton
That
Kutcher
was
comes
definitely a
out.
worthwhile section.
So yeah, this segment won't be.
Segment.
We're not going to be doing this segment anymore until we get some actual reviews. So listeners, write us emails at www.shutterbugspodcast@gmail.com and then leave us reviews on iTunes at Shutterbugs Podcast. Please, I'm begging you. I'm over here sitting here drinking grape juice out of this metal mug with a Majora's Mask sticker on it, begging you to leave us an iTunes review. It means
They're
the
all
world.
going to be horrible.
The
They're gonna
issue
say
on that.
that
Give us
thing-
1 star. Give us 0 star. I don't even care. I just want to read something, bro.
I just want to read something.
I'm dead serious. I just want to get
My
this
man.
feedback. Like, if we suck, let me know, please. Write us emails, bro.
Please.
I've been telling people this. We're gonna get into emails at the end of the show, but I've been telling people. I post on Instagram. I'm like, bro, if you want to plug your show, be like, hey, check me out at the Cool Guy, Awesome Guy podcast. This podcast is cool. Do that. Literally email whatever you want. I'll read it.
Yeah,
Like, I just want to get.
They totally want to plug from a podcast that gets like 10 views.
I just want to. That's true, actually. I just want to interact with you guys. I want you guys to talk to me. Like, be like, hey, Finn. What you said about that movie was totally bogus, man. You're totally off your chain.
Greatest Showman is the best movie ever.
Yeah, if you're an Aiden defender, all 3 of you should email. If you like Alex, all 1 of you should email.
Wow.
Wow.
If you like Finn, all of you homeless people should email.
More than you're 1 person, though. Hey, no, I'm just kidding.
Hey, at
Alex
least my
wrote
photos
me-
get likes.
Alex, are we really going to talk about who gets likes, bro? What are you talking about? Are you talking about ACBA? Maybe.
Yeah, we're definitely
Don't even
talking
compare the
ACBA.
IG grind.
You get like
bro.
15 likes with ACBA, bro.
That's not even true. I always break. I almost always break
Jesus,
100.
guys, let's.
I almost always break 100. I'm proud of that. Yeah. Anyways, me and Alex just roast each other. Alex takes it too far sometimes.
Because it's fun to me.
Not to
Oh
me.
my word.
I'm just kidding. Oh, it's all good. It's all in good fun, guys. But yeah, leave us a review. Leave us emails. Please just send them to us. Please. I just want to read, guys. I just want to read your emails. That's all I care about. So with that being said, are you guys ready to get
Creepy.
Are you guys ready to get into our pickups and binges?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Aiden, take us away.
Okay. I'll start with the figures I got, and then I'll go into like all the other stuff I got because it's all action figure related. But for figures, let's see. Okay, I don't think I've actually opened almost any of them besides one figure, and it was just to get the accessories out. So I got Nuke. Oh, Nuke from the Giant Man wave. I have yet to open him out, but I mean he's a great figure for like a lot of versatile shots and just having like a lot of good like shots. Like I know Boog's done like him being taken down by Shield, and there's just like a lot of good opportunities for him. So that's awesome. Then I got Jackal from the Sandman wave. Again, I'm just trying to slowly complete this Sandman wave. I have Symbiote, Spider-Man, Shocker, and now Jackal. And like the main one I really wanted from that wave is Green Goblin. I still have yet to get him, but I'm happy I have Jackal, another like great figure. A good army build too. I don't really plan to army build him, I don't think, but he is a pretty good figure. And then probably I wouldn't say a grail of mine, but a very important one of mine that I finally got was the Diamond Select Eye Zombie figure. I do not know the character's name, and honestly, I couldn't care less. But like the main reason everyone picks up these figures is for the accessories, because they come with these amazing coffee cups everyone uses in their photos. This one came with like a ton of hands, and then like one of them had chopsticks in her hands that are like glued in there, and then it came with like some like a little like meal to eat, and then I'm trying to think. There's like so many things that come in it.
That's pretty sick. I want
yeah,
coffee cups, bro. I want my Spider-Man peer
so
butter
nice.
coffee.
Same.
They're so nice. I think I might pick up one more, but like the red jacket version of that figure, and then it also came with a little Tabasco like type of like you guys know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like yeah. So it came with one of those, and then so that was awesome. Again, really happy about that in terms of accessories. I haven't broken her out of the packaging except for the coffee cup. And then I got just recently, actually, this was from money I got for Christmas. I bought these. I got the Electra from the SPDR wave.
Jealous. I want her. I want that whole wave.
I wanted this Electra for so long because of my Daredevil, and I just want like the opportunity to take so many pictures with her. And I mean, again, I haven't opened her because I just haven't gone around to it, but she looks amazing.
I just want to have her murdered by Bullseye every chance I get.
I knew you were gonna say.
You know, I just love my dark, crazy characters murdering.
Hey, be good people.
God, Jesus. And then I also got this is I wouldn't say it's one of my grails, but it's I've wanted this figure for a long time, mainly again for the accessories, but I got the Doctor Strange SH Figuarts movie version with the flame effects, and I am so happy. I've only taken out the flame effects. I've kept Doctor Strange in the box, but the flame effects, the flame effects look amazing.
But why have you not messed with that Doctor Strange yet?
Well, I haven't opened any figures because like I have such a big like desk right now filled with all other pickups which I'll get into, and I just haven't had the time to really break out all my figures because I want to do photos with all of them before I put them on the shelf again. So I'm like, I don't know. You can
just send that Doc Strange to me.
Good one. No, but so far I did like mess with him a little bit. Man, the new figure smell on him is potent. So
I love that smell.
It smells like fresh paint. Like it's whack, but it's all right. So yeah, I messed with him a little bit and I put him back, but he's definitely cool. So I think that's it for figures, but I'm really excited about everything else I got. So I've been trying to get into the action figure customizing kind of game for a while. I've been watching, I don't know if you guys know who Action Figure Toronto is. If you don't, check him out.
Yeah, his customs,
insane. Dude. Absolutely, like he did a Magneto just recently that's out of this world, and then he also did like he used Casa the Punisher, the Mezco Punisher heads for the Magneto, and it looks great. And then he did a Captain
he's the
Morgan
one who invented the Doc Ock
Mm.
mod. I'm pretty sure it was him who started that with the metal
It probably
arms.
was. Oh yeah, I think it was.
I think Weisman got it from him because he used a Series 8 type
Yeah.
model thing
So you
before
just
the
call him Weisman?
Wisman? Sorry.
I think it's Weisman.
It's
Wisman. Okay. Sorry,
Wisman.
it's not like I only read his name. I
Weisman.
never hear it.
No, it just cracked me up. I don't
Yeah,
think I've ever
that
heard
was
anyone
funny.
say Weisman.
I don't think
No,
I
I'm
have
just kidding.
either.
I just kind of read it as Weisman. I don't know why. Probably Wisman then.
I think it's Weisman. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Anyway, yeah. So so I've been trying to do that for a while. So I finally got pretty much every single thing I need. I got molding and casting stuff by the company Smooth On. It's mainly what everyone uses for their action figure, like customizing casts and molds and stuff. Looks good. Haven't done much. I actually have literally everything prepped. I'm gonna do a cast of the Punisher head from the Marvel Legends Punisher, like the one without the bandana, and then also the Peter Parker head, because I want to try painting those. A battle damage Punisher head, and then a Ben Reilly, like kind of Human Torch maybe esque Peter Parker head. And so I got everything ready, just haven't had the time to do it. So that's that. Oh my god, I don't know if
Whose dog?
Yeah, I'm about to say, bro.
I was about to say,
dog.
my dog is going off on the Jesus. Okay. Anyway, then what else did I get?
Let's keep it going, bro. It's no big deal.
Yeah. And then I got probably like one of the biggest things for action figure customizing, and you can like do hand brushing. I think Adrian Beltran does, and he does great work. But I got a airbrush and a really nice one at that. Like I'm super, super excited. Again, haven't opened it yet, but I'm really excited to get working with it. I also got Action Figure Toronto. Like I said, he's an amazing like action figure customizer, and he's kind of where I go for all my like questions and like how I'm gonna do stuff. So I also got the primers he uses, because if you guys look, when he does the primer, he gets these amazing like shading results here. I'm gonna see
like gray ones.
Yeah, the gray ones.
So sick.
And it's because it's all 3 layers of black, gray, and like white. And so that's what I'm trying to like do I got all 3 of the primers that he gets. And then I actually went to Hobby Lobby for a little while to get the Vallejo tan like skin color paints, but then I realized I haven't even made the casts or done the primer coats. There's really no point in spending the money now if I like don't need it. So I'm just kind of not like going with that right now, but I'm super excited for that. And I do also have like testers paints from a while ago, so there's no like really big deal on like rushing it, it's just I'm like I want to take a long time because I really want to get into this and like make it like amazing.
You sound like you could build a whole house with all these materials. I got paint, I got sculpt, I got tools,
I do, yeah. I have sculpt from last Christmas that I did my honestly not even that great Wolverine head with, but I still really, really like it. So got that. And then also kind of in terms of action figure customizing, but this is more for kind of anything really. I got a really, really big Dremel kit with a ton of, because my Dremel I have only had like a couple heads, and I mean it's nice, just not amazing. So I got a Dremel kit, and I'm super, super excited with all like the heads I got and stuff here. Let me pull up. Hold on. This is Action Figure Toronto. I just have to show. I don't know if Alex has seen his work or not, but
I've always watched that. I love his.
I have. I love his stuff.
Yeah,
I love his Raphael Grandpa stuff.
Oh yeah, the Wolverine.
Yeah, the
Wolverine and the Daredevil.
So like this is like his Punisher stuff. I mean, or his Magneto stuff that he's doing, and Punisher stuff. And I mean, it's just crazy. Like this is the level I want to get my customizing. Let me see if okay, there it is. So this is basically all the primers. Is this like that? Like all these shading is amazing, because I believe it's a black, then a gray, then a white, I think, and that's why you get all these like muscle like tone definition and stuff. And then he does the base coats with like the Vallejo paints, and he airbrushes all this. This is what motivated me to get an airbrush, because you can't get this kind of shading on a regular brush.
The primers airbrushed, or are all the colors
airbrushed? All the colors are airbrushed except for like when he gets really in depth, like getting like these fine colors like on the helmet. That's brush, like actual brush, but the primer and these base colors are all airbrushed.
It's beautiful. It's a work of art, honestly.
It's like
it looks very grotesque on the sticks. It's like all of his names.
But just the colors are such deep, bright like colors. They're so good looking.
Yeah, and for our viewers on iTunes, he's using the Mezco Punisher head, and he added more hair to it, and he's using that as the base face for his Magneto, and that is brilliant. I really like that.
The
Yeah,
yelling
he
head
has
is
that
so
mean mug. He's using the yelling head, just the normal head. It looks fantastic.
And he made this base with like this sentinel head. Aiden, if you want to show it again.
Yeah,
like,
I'll show it again.
It's like the
Right here.
sentinel head, and then all these like, if you guys saw Days of Future Past, like those like beams and those like wires stuff that like went to like Wolverine, like all those like sticking out of the ground with like rubble and like, oh, it's just beautiful. Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous.
It's really sick looking. He's just brilliant at what he does.
It's so true.
Just,
Yeah, he's honestly he's a masterful. Like I love it. I love
sure.
that Doc Ock, man.
yeah.
That Doc Ock with
Seriously, like his whole Sinister Six, like, did you guys see the Sandman? All the interchangeable
yeah.
parts he has on it.
Oh yeah.
He has like interchangeable feet, interchangeable hands. He has like the regular powered down Sandman that
He has
no
that,
one
like weird
can
like
get.
twisted like cyclone looking body thing.
Yeah, it's so good. Like this guy is so good, guys. Definitely check him out. Actionfiguretoronto.com. Not a hard site to find, of course. Oh, and then do you guys remember? I don't know if you guys remember, but like the day of Comic-Con or like a day before, he had his X-Men or like his Professor Xavier, and he did like a Photoshop of it in the box, and everyone thought it was real from Marvel, and it was like a huge deal. It was so funny. See, this is his Sandman, but it's like he did the regular arms, and it looks great.
I really want that Toy Biz Sandman because I really don't like the Build-A-Figure Sandman.
I really love the Toy Biz one. The Toy Biz one just beats it in texture. Like look at that right there.
Yeah. And that face is brilliant.
I like both faces. I do like the Toy Biz one a little bit more though. My only problem is that I don't like how the interchangeable arms look compared to the Sandman ones. I think the Sandman ones looked like it with the Toy Biz one. It's like it just cuts off. This one it kind of like fades into it, which I think is cool. But I think they're both amazing. I mean, I have the Sandman bath except for the chest piece. I need that's the only thing I need left is just because I bought Miss Marvel loose without the bath piece, and then I got everything else. I'm like, wow, I should have bought the actual figure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I actually have the other Sandman head that I used in a photo last night. Actually,
oh wow,
the screaming one with the hole in his face.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's so good.
Great photo. Great photo. All right. So anyway. Wait, Finn, did you have something to say?
Nope. No, I was just kind of like, I just kind of remembered right there. So yep, you're good, man.
All right, cool. So I was just showing that. Then I also got an X-Acto knife kit, which I'm pretty stoked about because X-Acto knives literally run thin for me, especially diorama work and all that stuff. So I'm happy. And plus, I broke an X-Acto knife in Bullseye, and it's just been a whole X-Acto ordeal this like past 2 months. So happy I got the kit. Then I also got a screwdriver kit. Like that's not a necessity for me, but it's still very nice, for sure. And then I got probably one of my other biggest things is I got a new camera lens. I'm stoked about. Here, I'll pull up. This is from another. I guess I can just pull it up on my email, but these are some pictures I took, not action figure related, but just with the lens in general. But basically, it's a 40 millimeter, a macro lens on essentially, which is pretty sweet. I literally love it. It's so funny because I thought like the minute I got that lens, I would have like inspiration flooding me, and I still really don't. But like I'm trying to like find something I really want to do with the lens. But it's super cool. So that's awesome. Here, let me screen share this so you guys can see the picture I took with it. Again, this was not for action figure related, but still pretty cool pictures. That one.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's for the iTunes viewers. That's a rose, right? I'm horrible.
Yeah, that's a rose.
Yeah,
that's a rose.
It's a really nice picture of a rose. I really like that actually.
I like the framing a lot.
Yeah.
How it's like just like how you have like the green on the left and the blue on the right. I think it looks really sick.
Yep. So I took a couple of those pictures. Like you can see more in depth. I don't know why it's blurry. There you go. A couple of those with the new lens, but yeah. So I'm really enjoying having it. Because it's like it adds so many opportunities, but I'm trying to find like what figure I really want to do a close up of, So I'm just I'm meddling with it, seeing what I want to do. And yeah, so that was that. And then I got something not action figure related at all, but I'll talk about it really briefly. Is I got a heavy bag, for boxing, and yeah.
Oh wow, you need to be active.
Yeah, so. I got that finally. Now I have one in my house that I can use, which I'm pretty stoked about.
For those that don't know, whenever we try and try and plan a day to record. Half of the time, Aiden's like, "Oh, I'm bungee jumping that day. I can't
All right, man. I'm meeting the president tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm skydiving that day. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm going with the swim team that day.
Alex,
I'm skiing.
Alex is always coming for everyone's neck. For no reason.
I'm not even
so funny,
that's not even me coming for anybody's neck. That's just me just joking.
No.
So funny.
But no, that's why I made that meme on the account for those that saw it in the story.
Yeah, super funny. So funny. Oh my god, I died. Yeah, so I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure that's everything. It was a good Christmas though. I got a lot of like stuff I wanted. I'm really excited because my birthday will be in a couple days, so more figures and stuff will be on the way soon, which I'm excited about there. And I think that's everything. Wait, no. Okay, one other thing. I don't know if we should talk about it right now, Alex, but Red Dead Redemption I got for the PS4. Should we talk about it now or later?
Yeah, we can talk about it now.
Okay. Oh my god. That game, I've barely played the story. Like, I'm not even out of the snow yet, Alex, but I've been playing online, and oh my god, online is so fun.
Yeah, I haven't played online. I've been playing the story because for me it's like Cowboy Skyrim, and Skyrim is one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah.
So automatically I'm hooked to the game.
It's just like for me, like getting out of the snow is so tedious so far. Like going so slow in a horse. When you go in online, it's so like fun because like there's so many little missions and like little like side quests you can do. Like we need to go on like we need to get some money, Alex. Me and you go on like a bandit run because like I just love just how much stuff you can do. Like there's always like an online person running through a town, and I just take like my little rifle and just bop. And then
that's me and the NPC
in
the normal story.
It's so much fun. It's like I cannot wait. I really want to get dual wield pistols because I only have one right now, and then I have my rifle. But like just in general, this whole game is so well done by Rockstar. 5 FPS out of 5, like for sure. It's I mean, one of if not their best games yet. And it's so funny, like going between GTA and this because I was also playing GTA like the other day too, just to like kind of see what it was like. And it's so funny, like the similar game formulas, but how different they are in terms of like just how it plays out. It's so cool.
Yeah, I noticed that they use similar animations. Like if you look at them running and jumping, the jump and run is like very, very similar in a way. You know?
Yeah, for sure. Yep. Like how you click square to do your like little hop or whatever.
Yeah, that game is super dope. The NPCs in that game are very lucky that there's an honor system. Otherwise, I would murder everyone.
I still don't even obey the honor system. I just go after it, man. Oh god, so much fun.
They're like, very lucky. I am a psychopath whenever I play video games that are open world. One is safe.
I'm the opposite. I'm like I'm most of the time like a nice guy in video games. Like I don't like being like.
Not.
I feel really bad whenever I pick.
Sin is the man to obey all the traffic signs. And
That's hilarious. I tried to do that before. Like not actually. Like I was like, man, can I do this? And then I tried. I was like, nah.
Yeah, I'm a complete psych. I'm freaking bullseye in the open world games. No one is safe.
Same, dude. Honestly, it's too much fun.
Yeah, like, that sounds so wrong, but it's so much fun murdering a whole bunch of people.
Are so like honestly, what's funny is like there's so many memes before I played Red Dead about horses, like just doing random like crap and like dying and like just running into stuff. But I literally haven't had anything bad happen to my horse. Literally, like whenever I'm in online and I need it, I'm like I just whistle and it just comes out of nowhere, and I'm like, yes, let's go. After I like shoot someone and just take off sprinting.
Yeah, I freaking love that game.
I have to get this game, dude.
You do, bro. It's so sick.
Seriously,
I have to get this game.
Right now, I'm near one part of the map called Lake Isabella because I'm trying to get the like legendary horse, like this white horse. And what's crazy is that it's a white horse in the snow, so it's like super hard to see. Yeah, and you have to chase him down because he'll run away from you. I got to him, I calmed him down, and I mounted, and it bucked me off.
Oof!
And I have not been able to find it.
That's literally how I feel about, that one mission at the start with the deer where you're hunting deer in the snow. That's what I'm doing, but I have no patience. So I killed the first, and then I full up, like got out of crouch and just started sprinting after the second. And I literally scared them all off. And like, it's that. And then I just went straight to online after that. I was like, screw this. I'm done.
But that game It's so crazy. I just love the graphics are insane. Yesterday I looked up at the sky for the first time to look at the clouds. The clouds look pretty freaking real to me. Like that
It's insane.
It's
for
super
sure.
crazy. And it's been really fun. The voice acting is great. The NPCs feel like they're actual living people. The story seems pretty cool so far. My only gripe is that everything costs like $1 million. Like,
True, dude.
like it's
I have,
you
like,
think
no
in the Old
money.
West everything would be like 5 cents, but no.
Yeah, getting like a revolver is $150. I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
And for me, my horse will sometimes accidentally like run over somebody and they die. And now my bounty in places is like super high, and I can't pay it because you get like $2 at a time. It's
Seriously,
that's the only
so
annoying part.
true. Me and Alex, we need to do like a run. We need to rob a train or something.
Yeah,
Get some money.
See, I don't have online for my PS4, and you
no.
know, yeah. So
No.
I wish, but because I don't play.
He sent that in the
PS4
group
often.
chat, but you must not have read it.
I was probably asleep or
This was like 2 days.
Yeah. But yeah, that game is great.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's it for me. Whoever wants to go next.
Wait, I'll go because Alex, I'm gonna take a nap during yours, bro. Alex literally has a whole note document just like dedicated to his.
How did you know I had a note? How did you know that?
I mean, I use a note for mine, but I'm saying like you have to like scroll and scroll and scroll to get through yours. I got a couple things for pickups. My Christmas was cool. First thing I got was for actual Christmas stuff. I got all the Harry Potter movies on Blu-ray from my parents, which is really cool. So it had like the set of like all of them because I have ever since like the fourth one or whatever, I bought them all on DVD and I have them all on DVD. Yeah. But like that was from when I was like 9 or whatever, so they're all scratched. And so this was just a way that me and my brothers can just watch this easily. It's really fun. I'm really excited about that. And then speaking of Harry Potter, I love the hardcover books, and I have almost all of them except for the third and fourth one. And so they got me the fourth one on hardcover, which I'm very excited about because it was like really cheap on Amazon. So it was super cool.
Yeah.
And then I got some stuff like I got this like Nike hoodie and like a really sweet like N64 hoodie because I just need I need some like coats and stuff, bro. Because I am like you know what I mean?
Yeah, clothes too. Yeah, for sure, dude.
Yeah, but I'm just really excited about all that. And then on the actual fun stuff front, that stuff's amazing. But I'm saying like
family.
I'm saying like toys and stuff. But for that, I got this really sweet piece of like Spider-Man wall art, which is really sweet.
Ooh, can you screen share it at all?
I don't know. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna take a picture of it.
Yeah, because that would be sweet for our YouTube viewers. Sorry, iTunes. We're so sorry.
iTunes kind of gets wrecked.
No, iTunes is more professional.
Okay, boys. Okay,
Stewie.
Here I am. I'm sending it right now, but it's really sweet. So it's like it came with this like really nice like wooden frame.
Wait, am I screen sharing it?
Could you? I'm sending it in the group chat.
No, I could. Yeah, I
just sent it.
I thought you were, but because you're so screen sharing savvy.
Oh, thank you. No, I had to go. I just got up and just shot a picture of it right now because it was in my house.
Oh wow, that looks sweet.
See, it's just like it's really nice. It has this like wooden frame, and then it has this like rustic like blue background.
Oh, this is
and then
sick.
You see this image of like Spider-Man, and it's like very like minimalistic, and it's just like Spider-Man right behind him. Oh my goodness, it's so cool.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of what people do with Stranger Things fan art, where they kind of gave it that worn look, almost like it was like from the 80s or something. That looks really sick. There it is for our YouTube viewers.
So excited about it, man. I think it was like this one, like it was like the small gift. Like it was like kind of like, oh, and here's this. I'm like, this is so cool. Like it is. Oh, it's got me super excited.
Yeah, that looks dope.
And I try not to. I'm getting older, so I try not to ask for very much. I didn't really ask for much from anyone. But they were nice to even get me anything. So I was like, that was really exciting. That's from my aunt. And then for like I said, like really fun stuff. This is my Christmas gift. I went to FYE the other day. To do some last minute like Christmas shopping kind of thing. I mean, it was after Christmas, but like to pay off something for my friend who I didn't get anything for, and to return a sweatshirt in exchange to get a different color, you know. But in FYE, I checked out their clearance, and it was like half off clearance anything with the last digit of like 77, and I'm like, okay, I'll check this stuff. Nothing had it. But I found a Blade Runner Decker. What is his name?
Yeah, Decker. Yeah, you talking about Harrison Ford's character?
Yep. I've seen
Yeah,
the first
Decker.
one. I've not seen the new one.
That second one is mint, bro. I freaking love that movie. The cinematography is amazing.
But I'm really. I mean, it was like $5 for this NECA Harrison Ford figure that looks, and he looks just like a civilian, like he's just in plain clothes. So I'm like,
Yeah.
for $5 for a nice civilian, well articulated figure, sure, I'll buy him.
Yeah,
That's
I
pretty
want to
cool.
make an Indiana Jones out of that so bad.
He's just so old. He looks like a
Yeah.
freaking like he's so crusty.
Ah,
But I was
jeez.
excited. No, and just that figure. Like he's just such an
Word.
Aiden was hurt.
Rusty.
I was like, geez. No, it's a good figure too. Like NECA makes really good stuff. It's just I feel like the same how I feel with NECA is how I feel with McFarlane. Like I feel like it's very well detailed and stuff, but I feel like they're fragile and I have to be very careful with those figures. Like my aliens, I have a bunch of aliens. They're amazing. They're like no problems at all. But like the NECA figure that I have, like of Harrison Ford, is kind of like it feels like I don't want to break it. You know what I mean? The plastic feels very brittle, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel you.
For sure. But then one of my really good friends, who's actually a listener of the podcast, we go hunting a lot together. His name is Stones.
I'm sorry, hunting cracked me up. I'm
Stones?
sorry.
Toy hunting, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about
I was
actual
about
hunting.
to be like, bro, Finn hunts.
I was like,
Family does,
he's
but-
playing Red Dead in real life.
No, not me. But we go toy hunting together. His nickname and what everyone calls him is Stones. But he's really my really good friend. He's a really cool dude. And for Christmas, he got me the Magic figure from Walgreens, the Legend. You guys know what I'm talking
So
about?
sick.
What a man's.
Oh my goodness, guys! The photos I've been taking with this, I just feel like it's so awesome. What I really need, I need to get some blue flames. I have some orange flames right now, which are great, and I've actually taken some really cool shots with it. But it's just like,
do you have the real flames?
no, I have bootleg ones.
I know, dude. The bootleg though are so nice.
Yeah, they are
Honestly,
really nice, dude. I was
and they're so cheap.
shocked. They were like $10. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
no, but I like the Doctor Strange flames more because they're like a lighter hue.
Yeah, but like in terms of like magic, I feel like and like a lot of like characters like powers to showcase like Phoenix especially, I feel like the darker also like bring out, that kind of stuff too.
Yeah,
And
that's
Ghost
true.
Rider.
It's harder
Yeah.
to. It feels like it's a little bit harder to light. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But in a minute, I'll talk about some cool lighting stuff that I did get. So yeah, I got that. It's really amazing, actually. I feel like if I got this earlier, this would be in maybe the discussion of top 10 legends for me. Like I really think of the year. I really think it's just a really awesome figure. That arm is just so sick. Like that metal one. That's a shot that I did of Magic with like the blue. Like she comes with so many effects. Like she comes with this effect on her sword, then an effect in her hand, then like a second effect, and then the one like the big electric effect on her arm, which I've actually been using for Miles for his Venom Strike. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because I don't have any electric effects. Alex, I know you have the yellow ones, which I want, but
Yeah.
it's just been cool. It's been a nice little, whatever you call it, like not kit bash, but like just opportunity to use those
I would
effects.
love to swap her arms out and put the jacket from the Jessica Jones just to see what that would look like, because I think that would look pretty cool.
That would be hard. I'm trying to think about the Jessica Jones. I didn't pick her up. I should have.
I need to, because I just need a basic female body.
Yeah, the only basic female body I have is Mary Jane. And so what I'll do is I'll take Mary Jane, but then I'll put on Sharon Carter's head from the Shield Agent body, and that she just becomes a blonde girl. And it actually works pretty well, which is cool. But yeah, I'm super excited about that figure. Super awesome. And then, like I said, lighting wise, I went to Five Below. Alex, you're telling me about getting some colored bulbs. And so I went to Five Below to look for some. And I found a variety. So I found LED strips, which I feel like could do good for like lighting a big scene, but like it wouldn't really do well for like just like rim lighting or whatever. And then I found a light bulb, like a bulb you put in your lamp that you can change colors. And then I found this like this like battery powered dot light thing that you can like move around or whatever. And it's the same thing. It has like a remote as well. Aiden, what are you looking at on there?
I'm trying to find the picture you said, but we're rolling.
I like how that just broke you out. You're like, and I was good. What are you doing?
I just kept watching. I'm like, he was scrolling through our messages. I was like, what the right? But so I got the lamp, the bulb, and I got the dot light. I was like, okay, I'm gonna see which one's better, and then if whatever one's better, I'm gonna get more of that one. And the lamp is cool. It's just not very bright. With the bulb, it's not very bright. It's kind of like dim, and I was like kind of disappointed. Well, it's still cool though. I still use it, and it works really well. But it's not as bright as I expected it to be, since it's an actual bulb.
Yeah,
but
I let you know that it was pretty dim.
The light up dot is really bright. Like,
it is
really bright. It's great. Like staring at it, like kind of hurts. Like it's really, it works really well. I mean, it takes 3 AAA batteries, but I mean, what can you do?
I had
a
a bunch of those, but I need to replace the batteries in all of them because they all died, and I've just been using finger lights now.
That's hilarious.
Dude, finger lights are the
so.
shiz, bro. I have so many that I like.
That's hilarious. This just works really well for like, maybe I can send a picture later, but it's like I haven't really edited any ones that I've used it with yet, but like I've been using this light box that so basically my mom has this thing someone gave her because she's an artist, and so you put paper on top of this big metal like screen thing, and you turn it on, and it like is a light. It just pours light through the paper, and that way you can like do tracing paper for your own art or whatever. And so I've been using that for my photos to like light underneath the figures, and it looks amazing. Oh my goodness. It's like game changing for me. Like it is so good. And then that mixed with the colored lights has just been like, it feels so good. Like it's so many more different like lighting opportunities. Like, okay, it's blue background with light coming underneath, but then I can put green coming from the two lights, and then it just gives it this whole nother like accent lighting. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've been waiting for you to get colored lights for a long time, bro, because I really want to see some.
I've kind of just like dragged my feet on it, but like
that and the trees.
Yeah. Well, I've done the trees. I mean, I got some. I just don't really need to do that. I don't really, most of my favorite things to shoot are Spider-Man and that kind of stuff. And most of the time, Spider-Man's not in like those kind of environments. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. I feel you.
Kind of like, oh, if I'm only doing like Red Dead photos or like cowboy photos or like even Dragon Ball photos, then like, yeah, I would have done it earlier. It's just been kind of something that I'm like, I haven't really felt the biggest need to, but it's been super fun. I'm just dropping a photo in the group chat right now. And if you want to pull that up of the, of what I'm talking about when I'm talking about like the lighting from underneath plus colored lights on the side, it just looks freaking amazing, dude. I'm just so excited about it. But so that light box, it's really old but it's really tall, so that actually gives me opportunities to get even lower angles. So like I can get farther underneath than I would be normally with just like my table.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so cool. I've been on a huge Dragon Ball kick with my photos lately. Just
really, you don't say.
Really? Yeah. Well, it's been nice because I pretty much shoot a lot of Spider-Man for about the last 6 years is what I've shot the most, and so it's nice to shoot something that's like completely different. Even though it's like if I post like a Spider-Man shot on my IG, it gets like 500 to 600 likes if it's a good one, and then if I post a Dragon Ball shot, it gets like 150, and I'm like, you know what, I'm okay with that. Like. I'm really just shooting what I'm really enjoying. And that's kind of what it is. Like I was talking to Diego a lot and he's like, you should do all these more setups, blah, 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 blah. And I've been trying to do bigger setups, but then like, sometimes I just want to sit back and just shoot vanilla shots. And it's just super relaxing, super fun. I'll post them. They get love. I'm like, I don't need everything to be giant ACBA, like cutouts and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Although I would like to see that from you, you know.
I mean, I do it. I do it every once in a while. It's a lot of what makes me happy. And like if I really do enjoy shooting video shots and it's part of my art and what I think I excel at, I'm gonna keep. I've just been doing it, but I am trying to change it up. I've been trying to like, I don't know. I did this really cool shot recently. I don't know how well it turned out. Hey, did you get that shot in the group chat?
Like the Miles one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aiden is still groggy.
You wanna screen share that? I want to show you guys what I'm talking about when I. To the colors. What is it called? But so I've been I did this trunk shot where I try to do something more. I try to put a cutout on it, but it wasn't really working very well. But basically I put a pane of glass in front of him and I put like, but see what I mean? Like look at that. Oh my goodness.
Yes, iTunes, look at that.
Alex, do you see it?
I do.
Does it look cool?
I mean, I probably would have went with something other than green on them, but yeah, that looks. I love the light.
Okay. Underneath. Oh my goodness.
What?
I'm not saying I didn't put only green on these people. I'm just saying I think that it just shows the how I'm using the lighting from underneath and the color on the side. I haven't even touched or edited this one yet at all. Like this is just like straight off my camera. But I'm just super excited about it. I'm really pumped.
Yeah, I really like that light coming from underneath. That's really sick.
It reminds me of like a Prince Draco shot. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I'm freaking jealous of his lighting. My gosh.
Dude, his lighting's the softest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yo, Osp, whatever. Yeah.
Osp, whatever.
Villaroos or something.
Name.
Yeah, but
Real
so
quick.
I was saying with that trunk shot. Yeah.
You go.
No,
you
keep
go.
going, bro. What were you saying? Oh,
Just
well,
a question,
I'm setting up. Aiden, what?
Okay, I'll just say it real fast because I actually I'm just curious because there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just curious. Alex, do you also post do a little color balancing in your photos or no?
Not really. I did it more with my phone.
That's interesting, huh? I'm gonna have to experiment with that. No, it's always straight off the camera.
My thing with that is it's never. I've talked to a lot of people in ACBA about this, and it's been more like it's not Photoshop. Like I'm literally just every photographer that is either famous or even almost all photographers period do color correction, and it's not like I'm like, okay, I'm gonna turn all these colors into totally different colors, and then I'm just gonna add all this stuff in. No, it's more just like, oh, that green's a little bit too harsh. Why don't I turn it down? Or I like that blue a little bit lighter. And it honestly it has honestly made some photos just by tweaking it a little bit night and day. This blue's kind of ugly. I'll paint it to a little bit of a purple and it looks a lot better.
But on my phone I did a lot more color correction type stuff. But since the camera and I've been able to play around with white balance and stuff like that.
That's what I'm talking about. White balance stuff really helps.
Yeah, I've been like, whoa, I don't have to do this afterwards. I could do it right here,
Yeah,
for real. That's actually hilarious. Aiden, I just said, okay, last photo I'm gonna send, but I sent one more in the group chat that I was talking about is that trunk shot. I try to do something more than I would normally do, and so I did these two sticks on this pane of glass to make it look like he was kind of and this was before I got the light box. This is just normal lighting. But so it looks like he was kind of cutting through it, and I was originally trying to do a cutout on it, but there literally was just no place for me to stick it on, and I was also crunched for time, so that also sucked. But I'm just been experimenting with different techniques, trying to do more.
Are those trees in the back, my boy?
They are trees.
Like a solid.
Hey, maybe Alex actually like this photo.
I'm gonna definitely make a meme of myself about trees. Just look out for that soon.
It's just been fun. Just experimenting. Like that one shot that I haven't posted yet, but of trunks. Do you guys know what shot I'm talking about?
Yeah,
that one.
I know.
I was just that just took me a while, and I was just I'm very excited about how it turned out because I'm I really put in a lot of time and a big setup, and I think it paid off. So
I feel bad because every time you post a shot afterwards, I feel like I just ripped it to pieces in the chat.
here's the thing, Alex.
Alex ripped it to pieces. Then on the official post, he's like, "Nice work, Finn."
Yeah, I'm like, "Thanks, buddy." Here's the thing: I love the critiques, but then just be like, but it looks really cool. And I'm like, thank you. So you're good, man. I understand. I love it. Yeah,
I feel like in the moment I'm like, yes, but tweak his foot. But oh my God, add this.
That happens to me too. I'm like, wait, but then I look at it, I'm like, wait, but his one arm isn't tilted. But then I separate myself from it and I go back. I'm like, nah, this is still a really cool shot. It would be
that's the difference between me and you. See, you'll just completely forget about it after that. Me, I'll be like, but his arm is still stuck. It'll be 3 years later.
I think you'll grow from that, though. I really do. I mean, I think I was at a point like that too. But I think as the more, like I said, I've been doing this for 6 years.
6 years? You've been doing ACBA?
Not ACBA, toy photography.
Oh my lordy.
It's taken me a long time. It was a slow growth. It's taken me a long time. But just coming from where I was, I've learned a lot about my style and what I find fun doing, because when I started joining ACBA, I'm like, okay, well, if it doesn't have a cutout in it or if it isn't a huge setup, then it's a bad shot. But a lot of my followers and the people that follow me, I have a good amount of followers. The people that follow me and enjoy my stuff, a lot of them like the vanilla shots. A lot of them like the, oh man. And it's also kind of how I was raised with photography. I vary into the shallow depth of field, a focus on one single object. Learning ACBA is very unnatural for me. So that's why it's taken me a long time to kind of get adjusted to that. It's not the school that I'm from. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Big setups and all this stuff. But if you're getting in, because like I said, I joined ACBA 2 years ago or less than that. If you're getting into toy photography with ACBA, then that's going to be your starting point. But I've had 4 years of growth before that where I'm learning on my own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think what's hilarious is that when I first started, which was, please don't scroll down to my account and see those photos.
Me neither, pal.
But when I first started, I remember learning about the difference between ACBA and just, people like Shakem or Sergeant Bananas and stuff like that. Now, I remember just thinking I don't want to be fully ACBA. That just seems I don't want to be that dedicated. Then all of a sudden, 2 years later, I'm putting in cutouts. I'm doing it all tangibly. I remember
I love Shake 'em and Sergeant Banez. Like I think some of my I love both. Then that's what's kind of cool. Is I try to make my account and a lot of my photos just kind of a mixture of all of that kind of stuff because I do some outdoor shots. Like I will do that with like very shallow depth of field and then a lot of bokeh in the background. Like I'll do that, or I'll do like very simple like that shot I posted 3 days ago of Black Panther on just like a solid yellow background with a little bit on it. Like I'll do those kind of shots, and then I'll also do ones where it's like Spider-Man swinging right over people, and then you have like the cutouts and stuff like that. You know, like I'll do stuff like that. So like I kind of because I don't want toy photography, which this happened to a lot of people. I don't want it to become like a chore, like, oh, well, I can't post this unless it's really like a really intricate setup and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm halfway on that kind of mindset. Just because for me, it's mainly me. You know, it's like I want this to be the best that it can possibly be. You know, it's just a sad mindset that I'm in. It's not like I want to impress these people or anything.
No, for sure, it's for you. I get it. And like I said, a lot of that is like you will grow from. I personally think you will grow from that. You'll be more like you'll understand that your art is your art, and you won't be able to satisfy every shot. Like there are plenty of shots that I had this grand idea for that I literally just could not realize.
That's me every shot.
But sometimes, you'll separate. I think eventually you'll be able to look past that and just be like, okay, well then why don't I try harder on a new shot? And then you'll find a shot that you like even more than that one. And it's like, I mean, like there's some shots that I post like. I was super excited about that Gohan dies and he turns Super Saiyan. Like I set up this whole thing where I even used actual water, like spraying on the setup and everything. Like I was so pumped about it. I'm like, okay, my Dragon Ball shots get no love, but I'm like, this is going to be the one. You know what I mean? Like I put an ACB and everything and it got like 150 likes. Like it got like nothing. It got like, I'm pretty sure it got like below like 30 likes on ACBA. Like it like nobody like really gravitated towards it. And it was kind of like, I could be like, man, they just don't get it. They don't get what I was trying to do here with this super sick shot, man. They're all mad. But then I had to realize, I'm like, hey, maybe it wasn't as good as I thought it was.
Yeah.
And then I can try harder. And then that shot led me to the one that I was shown that you guys helped me work on with Trunks in the woods. So it's kind of like
I think you should just tell Alex he helped you because I don't think I was even too present for that.
It's all good. Well, I mean, it's always a group effort. But yeah, Alex, when you gave me advice on like, I think the failure of that shot that I was super excited about led me to a shot that I think is far better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
But enough about that. That's Finn's little words of advice for the day. Back to my pickups. I got 3 more things. I got one of my recent grails. Oh, if you guys listen to this podcast, you guys heard how I reacted about the Super Saiyan God Vegeta last week. Man, I picked up the Super Saiyan 2.0 Vegeta, and it is wonderful. It might be my favorite. It's probably my second favorite.
What do you rate it?
Oh, it's nothing less than a 5. Like it is beautiful. Out of all my SHFs, besides Krillin, this might be my favorite. It's just like. I like it even more than Awakening Goku. Like I just think there's also having the Saiyan Saga Vegeta with the black powered down hair really adds a lot to the figure because I love the Super Saiyan thing, but it gives me like twice the photo ops. You know what I mean? Like having the black hair Vegeta with all the powered down Z fighters and then having him with powered up Goku is just beautiful. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. A friend on Instagram really helped me out with that, and he gave it to me for $40, which is like $20 to $30 less than retail, which I'm super excited about. What a steal. It's something that I had ordered at one point, then I had to cancel because I just didn't have the funds. Which sounds like a growing trend in my life, but it's just amazing, guys. It is just so the photos, I have just been nonstop with this figure. Like it's hard for me to put it down and take other photos, you know what I mean? It's just been amazing. And then last night, to complement this, I got some money from Christmas or whatever. I went to Barnes & Noble, and my Barnes & Noble has been more stocked than I've ever seen with imports. They had Awakening Gokus, normal Gokus, Bulmas, Gotenks, Trunks, like that kind of stuff, Auras, Shenrons, all this stuff, and they never have anything. It was amazing, but I picked up the Trunks for $40. Also, it was the Super Saiyan Cell Saga Trunks, which I'm just, and not the kid one because I already had the kid one. It's just amazing, and they work so well together because people think that they have the same exact mold, which is not true. Like Trunks, first of all, his legs are a lot taller, and then I think their abdomens might be the same. It looks like Vegeta's like chest might be a little bit bigger. I can't tell for certain, but it looks like it's a little bit bigger, and then his legs are longer. And it's just they just work so well together. Like they really play off each other. I'm really excited to do one thing I really want to do is I want to do some shots with like a really just like bright white background, like they're in the hyperbolic time chamber. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like training. Oh my goodness. But it just makes me think now I just need a villain. Like I need Cell. Oh my goodness, if I got Cell, bro.
Do you not have a Frieza?
I don't. I had pre-ordered the re-release of this last one, but they canceled my pre-order. So I couldn't get it. So I was really bummed about that. But I want to get Frieza really bad. I might get the Dragon Stars one just to kind of hold me over.
Yeah.
Who knows? It's like $20.
Well, quick question though: does your Barnes and Noble have the like Awakening Goku and a Doctor Strange just in a glass case on top of?
Yeah. Oh, they do, and they're like.
I really just want to sneak into a Barnes and Noble and bust that case open and take both those figures.
You should ask if they're for sale. Be like, yo, are you guys ever gonna sell these?
No, I just want them for free.
Oh, you go, no, I don't have money, Finn. What do you not understand?
Right. Yeah. But no, I just always every time I go in there, I'm just like they're posed horribly in there. And they're just sitting in there, just dusting. Just
one of my biggest regrets. Whenever my Toys R Us, like both my Toys R Us stores were closing, they still had those displays up. And I'm like, I should have asked for them. I should have asked about them. Just be like, hey, are you guys selling these? Because they were selling all the Lego displays, like all the big cabinets, like the big glass, like they were selling those. And so like I'm like, man, I should have not even just for the figures, but like just kind of have like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what happened to my Toys R Us before.
What happened again?
It was Harvey. So that Toys R Us was gone way before.
You said Harvey. I was thinking like Harvey Weinstein for a
second. Harvey Weinstein came into my Toys R Us and just peed all over the place.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Jeez.
Aiden shows his head for that comment. Aiden, I couldn't even be silent for that. That's hilarious. That's messed up. No, but yeah, there's so many regrets, but I actually got some cool. I got that Kevin from Home Alone because the Toys was closing. I got it for like $8.
I need that Kevin. I need to make Franklin Richards out of that Kevin.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I need to do it eventually though. What'd you say?
So I need to get a Kevin.
Yeah, I just like posing my Kevin with guns.
Yeah, like Kevin got this gat.
Kevin got the strap, bro. He's such a thug. I love it.
If anybody ever makes an articulated Biggie figure, I'm getting a Kevin and I'm having Kevin and Biggie just pointing guns at people.
That's something that I've been thinking about is on SHF's like year-end survey thing or whatever, like one of their surveys, they were like, what figures would you like to see? And one of the options was a rapper. I don't remember it might have been Kanye actually, which I think would be the greatest figure ever made. But there was like a Biggie one, I think too. And I'm like getting highly articulated musicians, period, like how they did Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, and Michael Jackson and
my goodness, yeah, that would be amazing.
The people that I want: Prince, Tupac, and Biggie.
I'm cool on Prince. I mean, he's really cool, but it's not. I don't know enough or appreciate enough of his music to really like.
You know, my family really like Prince, so I really want to figure him. But the most one would be Tupac. If I get a Tupac figure, it's over. I'm turning into a Tupac account. And I'm never posting another Marvel figure again.
I would like a Biggie more than a Prince,
but I would be hilarious. You know how many photos people would just be like memeing with them? Oh my god!
Would be dope. I would love to get a Jay-Z one.
Yeah, I definitely want Tupac. I think Tupac would be my most wanted out of any music.
Obviously, Kanye I would want him too, but I'm thinking like if there would just be a photo that if there would just be a rapper figure, I think it would just be Biggie would just like make the most sense for what I'm
about to make a meme about you and Kanye soon.
Dude, greatest, my favorite artist ever. I mean, say what you want. I mean, I don't agree with a lot of stuff he's been saying recently, but I mean, his music I think I will argue, and before this, I have one more thing in my pickups, but I will argue that he has one of the best discographies in music history because he's put out over 10 albums, and every single one of them are great. It's just what I think.
I think his first couple were great.
When does that first couple end?
The first couple.
The graduation, or was graduation not good?
I think.
Okay, next topic.
You don't like. I don't think you would like 808s because you don't like any mumble rapping period or anything like
that.
No,
I don't at all.
808s, man, that's influential, bro.
Yeah,
you wouldn't have the era of hip hop we're in right now without that album, in my opinion. But anyways, we'll talk.
I think you could make a better argument for Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. I think they both go hand in hand though. Like, I mean, Lil Wayne isn't the guy that's like Lil Wayne isn't the sadder like auto-tune singing on it. You know what I mean? Like Kanye, half that album is singing.
Yeah.
I would say that before that album, it would be Love Below with Andre 3000. Like it was Andre 3000, then it would go 808s and stuff. And I think that inspires someone like Drake or like Trippie Redd or Travis Scott. You know what I mean?
I really can't with Drake.
Why not? You don't like Drake that much?
You see, I like earlier, like 5 a.m. Toronto Drake and, you know, stuff like that. But
again, when does your love for Drake stop? Like, what is the?
I think my love for Drake stopped right. I would say maybe right before Views or whatever.
Okay, yeah, Views. Did you like the If You're Reading This, It's Too Late? I actually thought that was a really good album.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was okay. For me, Drake does too much of the same thing for me. You know, especially for a person that's a Kendrick fan, where he's constantly doing different types of stuff, you know, whether it's like voices or just like, I'm going to do jazz, I'm going to do this. You know, I feel like Drake does the same thing. And a lot of times it's just rap singing, and that kind of, I'm not huge on that. But also I feel like it's the same subject just over and over again. And I mean, I respect, he does make some good music. I respect that. You know, I mean, he does make a ton of hits. Anything the man says just becomes, you know, like he'll just come up with some phrase or something. But also a lot of my fandom went down with the ghostwriting rumors and just videos and stuff I saw of all the songs that mysteriously sound the same to another song that came out like a year prior, or like a few months before his song came out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but anyways, to end hip hop talk of my pickups, because we have a lot to talk about later. Year-end wrap.
Right.
Get going. I got my last surprise pickup. My friend last night. So I got the one I was shopping for. I got him this really nice John Mayer shirt because he loves John Mayer, as do I.
Oh, my sister. My sister.
How I am with Kanye is how he is with John Mayer. Like he loves John Mayer. So I got him this really nice tour shirt. And then he was like, "Oh, I have a gift for you too. It's back at my house." So like. After a party, I drove back to his house like 1 a.m, and he was like, "You might not like it." And I was like, "Geez, what is it gonna be?"
Cocaine.
And it was the NES Classic.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Aiden, do you know what I'm talking about? The NES Classic. Do you know what? Do you know
Aiden
about
that?
I'm right here. No, I don't.
I did this like last year or whatever. It was like $60. It was super hard to find, but now you can find them because they re-released them. It came loaded. It's like an NES little mini like console, but it's like HD, so it has like HDMI port or whatever. And then it comes with like 30 NES games like preloaded on it, like 30 of them, and it's amazing. And it's super. It's just so much fun. It was the nicest gift ever. He got it as like a gift from this like lady he did a job for, and he does not care about video games. So he's like, "You'll enjoy this." And I'm like, "It's amazing." And what normally sucks is that normally it comes with one controller, and the cord literally is like a foot long. Like dead serious. Like the cord sucks so bad. But this one, like it must have been like her son's or something. But like it also came with a cord extender. So like you plug that cord into that, then you plug that cord into the console, and it's super long. And then it came with 2 Bluetooth NES controllers.
Oh, sweet!
You can plug it in the front, and then you can also plug it into your computer, which is so cool. And I'm like, man, this is amazing. So I got like an $80 value compared to like what the 60 would be for free from my friend. And I was like,
that's dope.
And I felt bad because I told him that like the SNES is like my favorite console out of those, like that era. Like it's like a top 3 favorite console probably of all time for me. Like I love the SNES, but I've really been able to appreciate the NES recently. And now I'm excited to play games like Final Fantasy and like, I don't know, Ninja Gaiden and Legend of Zelda, all that stuff, and Punch Out. You know what I mean? I'm just looking for it. It's been really fun too.
I have both the NES and the SNES classics.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I want the SNES one so bad, dude.
Yeah, the SNES is pretty dope. I've been playing Street Fighter on that. I suck at classic Street Fighter. Nobody should play me at classic Street Fighter. I'm terrible. That's awesome. Yeah, I've been addicted to Punch Out.
Alex. I said as much as you suck at Mortal Kombat X.
You use the same OP character with the same spam.
We are not having that argument. If he's good with the character, he's good with the character, bro. You need to get on his
Bro,
level.
it is literally like when we play random characters, it's literally like way more even than freaking Scorpion teleporting every 5 seconds.
What you're telling me is that he got really good with the character.
And he got really good at spamming the same move 30 times.
It works. It works.
It's literally just down back A, down back A, down back A, just every 30 seconds.
I'm just so good at it though. Like I can jump and do it. It's so funny though.
Like you have to pick another character that can teleport, or else you're toast.
For sure.
That's true.
Okay. I think that's all I got. We've already been talking for an hour. We're not even into Alex monstrous pickups.
Real fast before we get into Alex's, I forgot 2 things of mine that I just really want to gloss over. I'll be quick. Are you guys still there?
Yeah,
my guy, I've been here, bro.
I thought my Wi-Fi went out because it went dead silent.
I want to take a swig of my grape juice, and Aiden's out here like, "Are you guys there?"
Okay. Anyway, I got the pre-orders for the Mezco Daredevil, the actual like red suit Daredevil. Which should be dropping within, I should say, about a month. It's like January to March. And then I also got the pre-order for the Mezco John Berthendahl Punisher, the Netflix Punisher.
Berthendahl?
Bernthal, my God. Berthendahl. Watch out for a meme, bro.
Anyway, yeah, so I got those 2, which I'm super excited about, especially that Punisher. He's probably one of my
Notice how he didn't say the name again. He has not said the name again.
Didn't it? But mainly because the jacket I can also use on my Marvel Legends, the accessories he comes with, the vest I can use on like Marvel Legends, and since I don't really have a Mezco Punisher, Alex, I'm super excited to finally have one that I can use with kit bashes and stuff. And he doesn't come with like a ton of stuff like the actual Mezco Punisher does, the comic one, but I mean, I'm super excited to finally have them. And literally, I will be rounding out all of the Mezco Netflix figures they offer right now. Because I'll have Punisher and then both versions of Daredevil.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I'm super stoked about that. So, just wanted to touch on that. But, Alex, go right ahead. I'll take my nap for an hour.
Wow. So, for my Christmas, I had a pretty epic one. My parents always lie to me and say I'm getting like 3 things. And then I'll get 4,000 gifts. They every year it never fails. They're like, "We don't have enough money for this. Why the heck did you put this on the list? That's crazy. You're insane." And then I see 800 things with my name on it on Christmas Day. So anyway, I'll try and run through these pretty quick. I'm not bragging, but there is a lot of stuff. But I don't know if anyone else does this, but on Christmas Eve, me and my family we open up one gift. Yeah, we open up one gift. I know a bunch of people, we open up 12 gifts on Christmas Eve. I'm like, y'all crazy. But anyway, we open up one gift on Christmas Eve, and the one that I got was the Winter Soldier and Falcon 2-pack, Marvel Legends. That's super sick. I'm so glad that I now have an updated Bucky, because I had that old like 2014 one, before the first movie came out, and that thing is trash now. Like that's before Hasbro really got going on their stride.
It's crazy, actually, the difference.
Yeah, it's really crazy. Like there's no calf rotation, and the arms don't even go all the way down to his sides. Like it's hilarious. And the likeness on the head sculpt is terrible.
Yep.
But I really like the 2-pack. Obviously, I like Winter Soldier more than Falcon. The figure, I mean, the Falcon figure is pretty dope, but the Winter Soldier figure is just super nice. I wish that they actually went for a darker color on his left, new arm though, because in the movie it looks pretty black, but on the figure it's like almost gunmetal. And the accurate person in me wants it to be a little bit more black. I don't really paint anything, but if I did, I would be painting that arm. The likeness is pretty great on both the figures. It's just Bucky's face isn't that accurate. In Infinity War, his hair was longer and he had the beard. This head sculpt, it's not even accurate to Civil War. I feel like he had longer hair in Civil War. I don't know what it is, but the likeness is pretty great. So I'm pretty excited about that. I actually did a kit bash. I don't know if you can pull it up, Aiden. Here, let me see if I can throw it in the chat. for the YouTube videos. But I did a kit bash based on one Adam Smith did, which looks pretty sick. I actually really like the figure, and it actually has some pieces from
Crossbones. Right?
Yeah, from Crossbones, which I'll talk about in a second. But there it is in the chat, just for our YouTube viewers. But so yeah, I really like that pack. I think it's really cool. Also, since we just kind of talked about it, I got the Cap on Christmas Day. I got the Captain America and Crossbones 2-pack from Civil War. That is really nice. I can't wait to start shooting those figures. But here's a kit bash, by the way, for the YouTube viewers. It's the Crossbones vest with the Mezco Punisher belt, and then the Mezco Punisher the boots. And then I just added like a holster and another strap I had to his legs. And
do you just heat up everything and just pop it off? Because I never do that.
Shit, do that, bro. It does wonders. I do hands, I do heads, I do limbs, as you can see, because of the because of the boots. I do it all. I'm trying to be like Adam. I can't match him though. But anyway,
he's on a whole other level.
Yeah, I got the Cap and Crossbones 2-pack. That's really sick. I really like the Cap. Originally, I thought it was just gonna be like, it's the same one that we keep getting every year. But I hadn't gotten a MCU Captain America since Winter Soldier 1. So I got him when I got the original Winter Soldier, and that figure's like beat up now. So I'm glad to have a new MCU Cap. I really like the unmasked head. That looks super sick. The likeness is really great. The Crossbones is really cool too. I really want to. I wish he was single carded so I could get multiple to kind of have like a crew or something. Yeah. And I'm so happy I have a vest now, a bulletproof vest that I can just kind of switch around. I know that there's the paint on it, but I don't really think it matters.
No, it doesn't really, because it's like it's only like an X kind of. There's nothing like really crazy about it. But
yeah, that's not like a
battle paint or something like that, like war. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm glad it's not like the comical look where it's like literal bones. Yeah. Because now I can just kind of use it for whoever, But those 2-packs are freaking awesome. I love them. I have a bunch of Cap characters now from the MCU, so I can't wait to start shooting that. I also, months ago, I got a Black Widow from Adam Smith, so I can't wait to kind of start shooting like some sort of team or something.
Like Winter Soldier shots almost.
Yeah, Winter Soldier shots. I can even do kind of like Civil War shots, kind of, because I have Falcon also.
Maybe where they're like in that scene where Crossbone dies or whatever at the beginning. That would actually be really sick.
Or even because I also have that SH Figuarts Ant-Man. I could probably do something from the airport fight. Probably. I mean, I don't have enough characters for that, but I could probably do like Ant-Man handing Cap his shield or something like that.
Sure.
So yeah, those I think those were the only 2-packs I got. As far as other pickups, I got the SH Figuarts Akuma from Street Fighter. That thing is freaking insane. I love that figure so much. I really need to get a Ryu now just so that way he can fight somebody. I don't want him to turn into Goku where he's just all alone. Or Scorpion, where they just have no one to fight. So I really want to get a
dude. That Ryu shouldn't be that expensive too, and he's a really solid figure. Like the way they did the articulation on those figures are just insane. I mean, I just have Ryu, but I have him just like Hadouken it up like all over my displays. He's awesome.
But that Akuma is so sick. I don't know as much about Street Fighter as I do like Mortal Kombat or other fighting games, but I really like that Akuma. The detail is nice. I've always liked Akuma's design with the very huge like beads and that strange haircut and just the crazy look in his face.
Yeah,
but
crazy character.
But that character is so sick, and the figure is really nice. I did a photo with him that I was really gassed about until I posted it in the Facebook group, and then people were like, "His stance is kind of awkward," and I was like, "Dang it, I can't unsee it." But
it was cool. I liked it. I thought that the setup was better than the actual. Like, I think if you just did like the tweak the posing, it would be like almost perfect. Because I thought the setup was like this. The display was super sick. And just the posing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't even notice his pose. I was just kind of having him standing there because I was really trying to make sure the ninja didn't fall or the.
Oh, I feel you, my guy. Oh my goodness, I understand.
And it was so hard to get the crop right because you could either see the top of the dojo backdrops, so you would see the colored background behind it, or you just see the edge of it. So the crop was very tight, you know. So I was
100%.
But I really liked the focus and the lighting on that. And I played around with white balance a lot. But anyway, so that Akuma's really sick. I can't wait to shoot more of him. I feel like if I get a Ryu, I could definitely do a storyline, kind of like how I did with Scorpion. I haven't done storylines in a while.
Yeah,
actually.
why not? I feel like that's a good idea.
Honestly, I think it was because my Punisher broke. Because I was doing him, and then I was giving him a break for like a couple posts, and then he broke. And then that really kind of like did a shockwave of like creativity just kind of dying down for a little while.
I still like your Moon Knight story, I think, the best.
Yeah, I never finished that, and I feel so bad, but I stopped for a minute, and then I got better with stuff.
Yeah.
And then for continuity wise, they were in an alleyway, and that alleyway setup that I used to do is so boo-boo. And now I'm hoping that, you know, next month during my birthday or stuff, I get some money so that way I can get an alleyway dio made, and maybe I continue it. But I have so many new followers now, and people probably forgot what happened in that I don't know if I could really continue that story. I kind of feel bad because I really had like a whole storyline mapped out. You know, I had like an ending mapped out. I had like what's going to happen to the characters and stuff like that. I really liked doing that story too.
Yeah, that was cool. It was fun. I think maybe just move on to a new story. Be like,
yeah,
maybe almost like a redo. Like, okay, that was a while ago. Here's for you new people.
Right. Yeah.
Similar story or something like that.
Yeah, I have to see where my Moon Knight is. I haven't picked him up in a minute.
Dude, I need to use mine more because I love Moon Knight's one of my favorite Marvel like comic like street characters. Yeah. And then I also got the GP slot wired cape.
Oh, sweet.
And it's amazing. It's just hard for me to find like I don't know why. It's hard for me to be motivated to shoot him. I don't know why.
Yeah. I feel you.
It's kind of is.
Yeah, it's been hard for me to shoot him too because I feel bad about this story. Because I think I feel bad because there were people that are actually like really excited about it, but also because I really enjoyed doing it. You know?
Yeah.
And I literally had notes of like what was going to happen next on the story, even though I was kind of halfway freestyling it a little bit.
Yeah.
I still had some notes of the ending. I really liked doing that too. Dang. I kind of want to just redo it all.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Like, do like a new story. Do something like, okay, well, that Moon Knight story was the old story. Here's a new story featuring Moon Knight and Punisher if you get it fixed, whatever.
Yeah, Punisher and Daredevil. I really like doing the three of them.
All the new figures you have now too, like Shadowland Daredevil or whatever.
Yeah, all new, all different. But
all new, all different, Alex.
Right. So yeah, the Akuma. I kind of want to do a story with him. I also got 2 of the Legendary Riders figures. One was Wolverine, the other one was Ghost Rider. Both are super sick.
Is that what they're called now? The Legendary Riders?
Yeah.
I'm just calling them that because that's what the old ones were.
That's what they're called. I thought
that's awesome.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah.
I think Hasbro's trying to call them something different, but no one's calling them anything different. Hasbro.
That's true.
Facts.
But anyway, talking about the Wolverine, I really like him. I just hate the non-patch head. It's really freaking ugly. Like
does the Vintage Wave head fit on that?
No, it doesn't, right?
I don't know.
I thought I saw someone like maybe Shardman's Prime or one of them.
That was like my plan. That was like
I don't know because I don't have the Vintage Wave. I don't even like I'm very iffy with Wolverine head sculpts because most of them I don't like unless it's like Sculptor Shelf or like Old
Even
Boy
that Sculptor
or
Shelf
like
one. I don't like the one that's like I don't really like the Old Man Logan one where he's really ugly.
Yeah, I just like the young Logan stuff. Sculptor Shelf. Who else? Samurai something. I think he made one or something like that.
For sure.
I don't know, but I really don't like the Hasbro heads, and I really don't like the stock normal head on the motorcycle one. He looks like he's constipated or something. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, is it me or is it funny that the dude who literally sculpts Mayshelf/Sculptor Shelf, who sculpts for Marvel Legends, their heads, they're not using his Wolverine head? Like, why don't pay him money, have him reproduce it for their Wolverines? Because that's one of the greatest Wolverine heads of all time.
It's supposed the one with like the cigar in his mouth is freaking insanity.
Yeah.
Maybe it costs too much to paint
also
or something.
Sculpts,
Maybe it costs too much. Maybe it's not cost effective.
I don't know.
But I also think that
crazy.
the problem with I don't have the figure obviously, but when I've seen the problem with that Wolverine head, it's not that it's necessarily like the sculpt, it's the paint is so bare bones that it makes it look even worse. Like it's like literally just like pale white teeth, and it's like painted terribly.
Yeah, I really don't like that head. I think the main problem for me is the eyes. The eyes are super far apart, and they're like really big on the head, and it just looks really weird. When I covered it up with like my finger or something, I'm like, that looks like Wolverine. It's the freaking eyes. He looks like a UFO or something. I don't know what's
You have a dilemma because like, why would I ever want Wolverine with an eye patch?
Right, yeah, but the patch head, if they had just done 2 eyes, that would look pretty good, actually. Like,
yeah,
I
no,
actually
for sure.
like
100%.
I actually really like the way I play. I'm not the biggest on the really pointy hair. I kind of like the hair better on the constipated head, but I like the face better on the patch head.
Is that what we're calling it now? The constipated head.
That's what it looks like. But I'm just kind of using the patch head. Patch is the dumbest disguise. I really thought Clark Kent was a bad disguise, but Patch is like the worst disguise ever. I'm gonna put this eye patch on, and I'm totally different.
So stupid.
But yeah, I really like that figure. I put the Old Man Logan like vest part of the jacket on him, and I think that looks really sweet.
Oh, I should use the Oh, I don't know if it would fit. Do you remember the Ultimate Captain America from the Hit Monkey wave? I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah.
I wonder if that vest would fit.
Ooh, I wonder too. Yeah, I really want to get the best like outside of like Sculptor Shelf or Old Boy or Tony May Wolverine head that I've seen is one Adam Smith did where he took the Old Man Logan head and he painted the hair black and he added hair to that.
I did that too.
Yeah, I really want that because I think that's the best face sculpt that Hasbro's done for a Logan to me. So I really want to kind of get something like that done for this Wolverine. But yeah, the bike is also pretty cool. I mean, it's just a motorcycle. Like, I mean, I like the satchels. I like that they can open up.
Oh, they open up?
Yeah, they open up and you can put the accessories in there. Yeah.
That's sweet. I never knew that.
I saw Punker Mike, actually, he did a video where he made like a Mexican blanket for his Wolverine bike. And I kind of want to do something like that because I thought that looked really cool. Then for Ghost Rider's pretty sweet. My original Ghost Rider, his head peg broke from the Superior Venom wave. So I've always had to like blue tack his head on. But I really like this new one. I like the paint. It's kind of more classic colors. The bike is pretty sweet. I'm hoping to take a picture of him today. I kind of want to post a picture of him today.
I kind of anticipated it.
Yeah, I know.
Given his inspiration.
Yeah. I'm hoping that the fire effects that come on the bike are big enough because I have like very small like Ultimate Green Goblin wave fire effects, and that's kind of hard to do what I kind of want to do, you know? Like everybody else has the Doctor Strange fire.
Bro, get them on eBay. They're like $10.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to get some
like
of those.
with lights out in trees, how you are with the fire effects, bro. You need a cop.
Yeah, I really need those. But yeah, I really like that figure. I'm so glad that they gave us a chain that he can actually hold this time. The chain that he had on the, Superior Venom one was just boo-boo. I don't know why they gave us a chain.
Did it just like go on his like chest or whatever?
Yeah, it was just wrapped around him. Yeah. It was so stupid. But I also really like the skull paint on this head more. So for other stuff, I got the all new, all different, or I think it was all new, all different Daredevil from the SPDR wave.
I know it's for sure the Shadowland one. I don't know if it is the all different. It might be. Actually.
I don't think it's the Shadowland one.
It has the same colors. You're right. No, I think it is. It might be the all different because I remember the run that they did like 2 years ago or last year.
When he was like with a Blind Spot or whatever his name was, I think it was all new, all different. Because I think the horns are different on the Shadowland one. I think the horns.
The horns. I'm pretty sure the wrists.
Yeah,
the arms are different. Yeah, I think you're right. I'm still calling it Shadowland because.
But that DD is awesome. At first I was kind of like, I kind of wish he wasn't on the same freaking Bucky Cat mold like every Daredevil is, but I actually really like this one. I really like the red highlights. I really want to do a picture with him soon, maybe fighting Bullseye or something and break the Bullseye back out. But yeah, the thing's really sweet. One thing I really kind of thought about it was I feel like we could have seen something like that on another season of Daredevil, that type of costume. I think that would have been kind of cool. Him mixing the black outfit with the red.
Yeah, I think that's where it should have gone.
Yeah, because I feel like if you're not, I feel like doing the fully red outfit on that show kind of would have been not as new, if that makes any sense, than
Yeah.
the outfit he was already wearing. So I think that would be kind of cool. Maybe they could have been like, Melvin Potter didn't do all the red parts yet, something like that. And that's what Daredevil had to put on or something like that. But anyway, I really like that figure. I like that you can take out the rope effect or whatever. The little white effect. At first, I thought that couldn't come out when they first announced the figure, and I was like, "That's kind of lame." But
yeah,
wait,
I like that it can come. The little rope sort of wire part.
Yeah.
That's attached to the billy clubs. Sorry.
Oh my goodness, I was thinking of it on the figure. I'm like, are you talking about like his like? Oh, okay, yeah, for sure. Sorry about that.
Yeah. As far as other things, I got the Articulated Icons Fumetsu.
Oh my word!
He's one of the samurai, and I've been wanting a samurai for a while, and I'm so glad I got that figure because he is so sweet. For those that don't know, Articulated Icons was made by the Fwoosh. They did like a Kickstarter thing, and then they eventually did an online store, and it's all like ninja and samurai characters. And the samurai figures are super sweet because you can take all the armor pieces off, and underneath they're basically just like a ninja. And
two ninjas basically.
Yeah, so I have two ninjas and a samurai essentially, just because I can take the armor off and stuff. And the head sculpts are pretty nice on that thing. I have the Shinobi ninja. That was the first one I got. And I hate the alternate head with that weird looking hair. I know it's like you can make some sort of character. I'm not familiar with the character or whatever, so I didn't really like that head, but I really like the unmasked head on Fumetsu. I like the parts, the helmets and stuff like that. I really like samurai type stuff. So that figure is going to be sweet. I could see a potential storyline with that figure as well. He comes with a ton of stuff that I feel like I can use. One thing I really want to do is take the armor off of him and like put it almost in a display case and maybe use that as like someone's collection or something, like maybe someone's
like Boog did.
Yeah, something like that. The next figure I got was the Marvel Legends MCU Red Skull. What's the name of that wave? Was it like the anniversary wave or something like that?
10th anniversary.
Yeah. That Red Skull is super sweet. I've been wanting a Red Skull for quite a while now. I had a Red Skull itch a while ago because Adam Smith kind of, I know I mentioned him a lot on this episode, but he kind of has inspired me to do some more cap shots. That thing is super sweet. I like that you can switch out the heads and make a soldier, although I don't have multiple of this Red Skull, so I don't really have a need for the heads right now. But
well, wait, do you have the oh my god, what's wrong with me? I can't think of Scourge figures, any of them?
Yeah, I have one. I have one, yeah, and I could probably put that head on there.
Yeah, because I know someone mentioned it, all those Red Skull heads can fit on the Scourge bodies.
Oh, okay,
and
sweet.
I have like 6 of them, so I've been using those heads as like.
Jeez, you have that many Scourges?
Well, I got it for the army build section of the PK tournament, and I just like I went off because they were on Amazon for like $10.
Oh yeah,
went off on
top, dude.
Yeah. I'm really excited about that Red Skull. I really wish I had a good like jacket or like coat body to kind of put that Red Skull head on. Because my Netflix Punisher, he's kind of busted up right now.
It'd be cool if you had like the Hydra soldiers. That way you could put it on like a basic Hydra body.
Yeah, see, I haven't been the biggest fan of Red Skull in the Hydra outfit. I don't know what it is. I have this idea that he's above the Hydra goons.
I like the Iron Skull normal, like the one that comes with the Iron Skull and the old Winter Soldier wave. I like that head. I know D Mason did it on that body a lot. I think it just fits and looks really well, like for that style. But for the MCU one, I think you might be right. I think that would look kind of weird.
I switched it out with the Spider Noir actually body.
Yeah, and because I kind of want to do that. I want to do that too.
Oh, that is a really good idea.
Yeah, it's a cool kit bash, and it provides more of a comic look.
That Noir figure is the figure that keeps on giving. That one and the Spider-Punk, like the amount of options with those figures that like you don't really think of right at the beginning are like, they're so good.
I definitely want to get like a wine glass or something for this Red Skull because I don't know why like most of the comic images that I have in my head of Red Skull, he's like explaining his plan to someone while drinking something. Like he's pouring a drink of something, and he's like, "Captain, you think you can?" Anyway, I know we're slowly we haven't even gotten to the year-end stuff. I'm sorry, guys. As far as props, I got a fridge. A 112 fridge, which I'm really.
I think I have the exact same one. I
want props. Why do I have no props?
Right. Yeah, I've been wanting a fridge ever since Simon Hill did that Stranger Things photo.
The one with Dustin or whatever his name is.
Yeah, going in the fridge, and it was like green coming out of the fridge. I really want to do something like that. Just kind of like a normal person just looking in the fridge or something.
And it opens up like a fridge.
Yeah, it opens. The fridge doors open.
Drawers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then we have the same one.
Yeah, so I got that. I also got a couch and a chair and a table. It was like
I have those too. Those exact same ones.
Yeah, it was a set from Hobby Lobby or something.
So
and
cool.
I've been wanting a couch for a long time. Like when I started Toy Photography, even before I started.
I saw Iron Man 3, man. That was when I knew I wanted a couch. Yeah,
I've been wanting a couch for a long time. So now to finally have one, I've been super excited about it. It kind of made an appearance in that Akuma photo.
Yeah, that's what I thought that was. That was really well done.
Yeah, it was the chair.
I really do think that display was really a good display, man.
Yeah, I tried to get another photo with that display, but I couldn't think of anything else to do besides some sort of action thing, and I couldn't find my stands. So I had to take it down in order to do the Wolverine shot and then the Black Knight shot.
Yeah, what was that Black Knight head? What was that alternate head? That one.
I was curious about that too.
Yeah, I'll get into that. So obviously, since we're talking about it, I got Black Knight for Christmas. I've been wanting that figure for a while too. I kind of want to army build him. Yeah, that thing is so sick. I love the 3 helmets. I'm so glad that they gave us 3 different helmets.
Yeah, for real. Different like generations almost.
Yeah, Punker Mike actually posted a photo of a custom that he made that looks really sick. But I definitely want to get another one and paint him differently just to kind of have 2 knights fighting. But yeah, I posted a picture with Black Knight last night with a different head on it. And it was actually this Lord of the Rings, well, not Lord of the Rings, actually. It was actually a Hobbit figure. And it was Thorin Oakenshield. He was one of the dwarves. He was like one of the main dwarves from one of the Hobbit films. And I just popped that head off and I just heated it up and just stuffed it right on the Black Knight body. And it fits. The hair kind of floats a little bit because on the dwarf body, he has this big coat on. So the hair kind of sits on the coat. So it floats just like a little bit, but it's easy to hide in the photos. But I was so happy that it fit because I really wanted my knight to kind of look a little bit unique, you know, if that makes any sense.
For sure.
So yeah, I put that head on there. So I also got Black Knight. Then I also, for props, I got a PS2, a PS1, and an Atari.
Oh wow!
It's like these little keychains that you can get at like Target or something.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. I've always looked for like little video game modules. Huh.
Yeah, I think I might have a picture.
Posted them in like plastic and paint a long time ago.
Yeah, and that's how I found out about them. I don't think I have a picture of them, Aiden. I can take a picture later on and send it to you.
Okay, cool.
But it's like this PS2, this PS1, and this Atari, and I'm really loving that. I can't wait to do like maybe a Deadpool setup where he just has all these consoles just laying around. I wish they had a controller. I don't know where I'll get a controller, but I really kind of want to get some.
You honestly should just sculpt one. Literally, just
take like
gray clay or whatever, and just like make one. It should be.
Yeah, I mean, I could try. I suck at that type.
I made a cell phone and like TV remotes out of sculpt and then painted them.
You know what figures have really good stuff like that is the Body Coons.
Yeah,
like, I have 2 of them. I had a bootleg one, and then D Amazing sent me a like a pale one, like a skin tone one, and they both came with like phones, tablets, computers, like katanas, like all this stuff. Like, this is amazing.
Yeah, and I'm actually really excited about the consoles and the furniture and the fridge now because I don't know if you guys remember, but I told you when I got that Punisher van from Yasuke 79, there was a TV inside the van. So now I'm like, now I have a TV. I have like a whole living room for whatever character I want to do. So yeah, I'm super excited about that.
Also, Muppet figures too. Diamond Select Muppet figures. You might be able to find them.
I want that Muppet kitchen so bad.
Oh, so do I, dude.
That might be the
coolest. And the Buffy library too.
Yeah, I really need like a bookcase or something. But I also got this like storage bin thing, and I don't think I have a picture of it. Fumetsu was sitting in it in the video I sent you guys on Christmas. But basically it kind of looks very like techno and almost like a ship kind of architecture. So I kind of want to use that. It's not very big, but I kind of want to use that in a photo for something. I really want to get some Star Wars stuff done. I have this pegboard. I have this pegboard that I kind of want to paint and maybe use that in a photo because I don't have any setups that really look like a Star Wars, ship or like the interior of a ship or anything. So I got that storage bin. Also, sorry, I'm looking at my list. I also got a General Leia, which she's kind of cool. I kind of want to use her as like some sort of old lady or something, just kind of in the background, like a civilian or something like that.
Make her be punched out by Captain Marvel.
Wow, that's a great idea. Actually,
such a good idea.
Thank you. Yeah, and that's come with the ideas every once in a while.
That's a great idea. Actually,
I'll edit this out, Brett. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. I also got a cyborg from the Justice League movie. It's one where he has like kind of like a closed mask, and that's kind of cool. I kind of want to use him as like in a Reed setup, like a Reed Richards setup, where he's kind of like working on robots. And stuff like that.
Yeah. That'd be sweet.
Yeah, he also comes with parts of Mega Boxes. What am I saying? Mother boxes. So I kind of want to use. I want to use those and maybe like a Doctor Strange setup or something like that because they kind of look a little mystical in a way. Yeah. I also got.
Half the episode is Alex.
I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding, man. Talk your stuff, bro. For real.
Yeah. It was GP slot, one of like the hoodie like sweatshirts and some jeans.
Yeah.
Bro.
And that I'm really excited for. I'm not going to reveal it, but I kind of have a setup that I want to do with that I think would be very cool.
I'm still trying to figure out how to do the Spider-Man. Like, I just want to get it. All I want in this world is a Peter Parker, but I don't want to. I don't know. I want to have my Spider-Punk. I might have to get 2 Spider-Punks, but I can't find a second one, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of stuffed the clothes on the Reed Richards body that I have for now because, he doesn't have Spider-Man's costume showing underneath it. Like you can see. I put it on the Spider-Man body originally, but you could see like the webbing on his neck. And
you have the Spider-Punk yet?
I don't, but I want to get that. And I
don't know how. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna be. Oh man, do you have the Peter Parker head?
I don't.
What are you using?
Yeah.
I don't think. Well,
you don't have to make Peter Parker. You don't have to.
Yeah. What I'm using right now is for the shot. I told you about it when we had a video call a while ago, Finn.
That was also that was some really nice bonding time. That was good.
Why'd you say
we were waiting for Aiden, so we just started talking. We were like looking on like Amazon and stuff at like the prices of figures and stuff. Me and Alex were just connecting.
Right. But anyway, so yeah, I got those. Those are really sick. I actually switched the Reed Richards feet out just so that way I have some kind of like shoe looking things until I maybe get a Spider-Punk. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. The clothes are really nice. The under part of the sleeve kind of ripped on me. It's not really visible.
Yeah.
I want to sew that back up or something.
I feel you. My favorite, I think that those fabric clothes are so cool. My favorite thing I have is for my Itachi, that Naruto Itachi. So the guy I got it from, he shipped it with this, like, I think it might have been by GP Slaughter, someone on eBay, but this like custom cloth Akatsuki robe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember the shots you did with that. Yeah,
dude, it just
your anime shots get no love.
They just don't get love. Most people like I think follow me for Spider-Man shots, which hey, honestly, I'd rather them love my Spider-Man shots, which is what I mostly do, and then not love my few shots that I do in between. But I agree. But I don't think anime shots get love pretty much anywhere unless they're like really spectacular, like the Jester Jive like trunk shot. You know what I mean? Like most Dragon Ball shots kind of fly under the radar. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, that's me with like my gory shots. Like people like my normal shots. I mean, they get a decent amount of likes, but then when I do something like people's heads are getting chopped off, people are like, "Oh my god, this is amazing! Oh my god, look at all the blood!"
It's what people follow you for. Like it's like that. It's your thing almost to people. Like that's cool.
Yep.
Yeah, but as far as other stuff, really quick, I got a shelf that also made.
I've been looking for one of those forever, and I love the color of yours. I don't know, like, where you got it. It's so good.
I think
shelf. What do you mean, like?
It's like it made an appearance in the Akuma shot. It's on the
left.
Oh,
okay.
So it has like these doors that can open. Originally, it had like these heart things that were on it, but I just kind of took those off. And I really want to use that more often because I've been kind of wanting like a bookshelf type thing for like Doctor Strange shots. There was one shot Adam Smith did with Doctor Strange and Wong that really made me want.
Yeah,
it really made me want a bookshelf. But I got that. I also got these macro lenses for my camera lens.
Wait, lenses?
Yeah, they're like 4 and they're like different. Like
holy cow!
That's awesome, they came in like a little 4-pack. I don't know when I'll use them, but I might. I also got
to experiment with something like that. I think that would be really cool.
Also, I got what I call the hot lights. I sent you the link for those, Finn. They're these really hot lights that pretty much everyone uses for backdrops in the ACBA community or the toy community for that matter. I really like those things. They are, no wonder they get so hot because they're like headlights, man. Dude, like they're really bright. Yeah. I was like, man, people keep saying these are hot. And then I turned it on. I was like, oh my God, this lit up my whole house. Like who needs light bulbs anymore when you have these things?
Yeah, but, they burn your hands.
Right, they're so hot, it's unreal, dude. Oh my God!
I try not to leave them on.
I can barely turn them off sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it's like Mission Impossible trying to turn them off without burning.
Exactly, it's like done. You're trying to like hold the stand. It's crazy.
Right. But yeah, I've been using those for the backdrops lately. I kind of want to use that for fire if I do the Ghost Rider shot today or tomorrow or something. But as far as the last like 3 things, I believe I got Red Dead Redemption for video games.
Yeah, boy.
Red Dead Redemption 2. Sorry, that thing is amazing. Yeah. I love that game. I'm a psychopath in that world. I'm trying not to be because of the honor system, but you know how it goes. A funny story. While I was looking for that horse last night, the legendary horse.
Yeah.
I saw a horse running up to me. And I thought it was the horse and I was getting ready, but it was this guy riding his horse. And I got so mad that I just shot him and I killed him and the horse. I was just freaking mad. I was looking for that horse for like an hour. Jeez. I was just walking around his territory just looking. And then that guy rolled up. I was like, I'm going to kill him. I just blasted him and the horse away. I was so mad. You don't even know. Anyway, so I got that. And I also got God of War, which I haven't opened yet. And the reason for that is I don't have enough space on my PS4. Like the only games that I still have on my PS4 are Spider-Man and Red Dead Redemption 2. And I still don't have enough space. I don't have space.
How is that possible?
I think it's because we got the PS4 when it like first came out. So there wasn't a whole lot of storage on it. Like, they upgrade the storage later on.
Yeah, I got mine like last year and it had 1 terabyte. So like I still have like a ton of storage left.
Yeah, so I need to get some more storage for that, just like another drive or something, just to finally play God of War, because I really want to play that too. And the last thing, the big thing that I got was I now have a nifty 50 for my camera. I got a 50mm lens.
About time.
Finally.
I've been using that in my shots. I use that for the Akuma shot, for the Wolverine, and one of the shots I did with Black Knight, the second shot, if you swipe over. The first shot I used my 18 to 55, but that thing is awesome. At first, I was a little weirded out by the fact that I couldn't zoom in or out with it.
Yeah, that's how I feel with my 40. It's wacky.
Yeah, I was like, I have to actually and normally my go-to angle is like very close up. I've kind of fallen into that very close up kind of tight crop thing, so. The fact that I have to get farther back in order to get it in focus sometimes because I can't zoom, it's like, but I got used to that pretty quickly, and I love that freaking lens, man. The ability to change the aperture to kind of get that bokeh is fantastic. Amazing, because, dude. For instance, the Wolverine shot that I did with him on the bike, the way that bokeh works, it kind of creates the illusion better of something going on in the background. Like if you look at the behind the scenes video of that Wolverine shot, you'd think that setup would look so crappy because like I just stuck like this green paper up and I just kind of like just sat a diode just in the background and it just looks like a very lazy setup. But because of the bokeh, it looks like there's this mountain and there's a hill back there and other things kind of in the background. And that's one.
Like some people are like, you should have everything in focus. Where I'm like, even like Diego will say that sometimes. They came in, you should try to get everything in focus. And like sometimes I agree, but like other times, like I want the blurriness to sell the illusion more for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's one thing I've really been liking about the 50. Even on the Black Knight photo I did, the second one, where I just kind of have that Batman sort of gargoyle building piece. I used enough blur where it kind of almost looks like a castle in the background or something.
That's what I thought. I was like, man, he really did like it looks like almost like a tower.
Yeah, and I was really excited about that, and I'm really liking that 50, man. The one thing though is that the macro lenses don't fit on it because I didn't get the legit Canon one. I got one made by, I think it's called like Youngwo or something.
Gotta get that adapter, bro.
Yeah, I may have to get something like that. But Bobosaurus Fett on Instagram recommended it to me because the Youngwo one is $50, while the Canon one is like, $100 something. And this $50 one works very well for me. So I was just like, bump it. I recommended the 50 to everybody right before Christmas, and I got it. So awesome, I also just got some clothes and some other stuff. Oh my God. I was about to say.
Man.
No, I got some clothes and stuff and blah, blah, blah. But that's pretty much my Christmas list. I know that was really long. I'm so sorry for the listeners that probably don't care. They're like, oh my God, he won't shut up. Oh my God.
So
I really make for being broke the whole year and just not having any pickups on Christmas and my birthday. Just
yeah, really. You deserve it though, man. Good for you. I'm very happy about it.
Yeah, I'm very happy for the wave of inspiration that's coming. I feel like I'm getting back on a stride a little bit. That Punisher breaking really like broke me for some reason. I don't even know why. It was just like
just amazing.
Like I literally took like a couple weeks off after that. Like it was a sad time.
Yep, for sure. Okay, are we ready, guys?
Yeah.
Are we ready?
Here we go.
Aiden's going first.
Before I must preface this.
Okay.
I must preface what we are about to do.
Yes.
This is the Shutterbugs Podcast Awards 2018 ceremony. Woo!
Yay!
Woo! Yeah! Woo! Oh my goodness. Yes. Wow. I'm so excited, guys. So we're gonna be going through a lot of stuff: comics, heroes, villains, music, games, comics. I mean, not comics again, but toys, that kind of stuff. I'm super excited. I know you guys are super excited. And so here's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna go category by category, and we're each gonna talk about our runner-ups, our winners, and sometimes our worst winners for the categories. And so we're gonna go person by person. We'll probably mix it up every once in a while, but I'm excited. So you guys just ready to get into this?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Okay, so first category, we're going to go with Comic of the Year. Aiden, would you like to give us your runner-up and then your winner? And if you don't have a runner-up, that's totally cool.
Because I don't have any, because honestly, this year, I didn't read that many comics. I did read a couple, but none that I'd have to rank best, I guess.
Well, what was something you read that you really liked?
Okay. Let me think. I liked the Dr. Alpha comic series from Star Wars. They did one. And honestly, like, just thinking, I think that's literally all I can think of.
Hey,
so, yeah, guys,
that would get on your grind, buddy. That was
a
disappointing. We're up to a good start for that one. You need to read more books, my guy.
I guess I'll get into mine.
Yeah, dude, take it away.
So for my runner-up, I had Immortal Hulk.
Nice. I've only read the first issue.
That is a great run. I'm not caught up. Like I'm only like 4 issues in or something, like 3 or 4. Aiden is like breathing on the mic right now.
sorry,
what the heck? But Immortal Hulk is great. The art is really cool. It's nice to have like a good Hulk comic, or a good Marvel comic. Because
In a
right
long
now,
time is what I'm trying to say.
right, yeah, just whatever. But I really like that. I think it's really great. I want to get caught up eventually. Yeah. So for my winner, should I get into my winner now?
Yeah, dude, take it away.
My winner would probably be Kill or Be Killed.
Okay.
I can't remember if it's Image or not, but it's written by Ed Brubaker, and it's about this guy who kind of tries to. He's depressed and he's like on medication and stuff like that, and he tries to kill himself. What happens is he doesn't die. Like, he hops off the top of the building, but he doesn't die, and he's greeted by this what he believes to be a demon, who tells him that he needs to kill a person for him every month, or the demon will basically take him to hell and he'll just suffer for all eternity. Jeez. So this guy, it's very Punisher and kind of almost Spider-Man in a way, because this guy's like just out of college and stuff like that. But he basically he starts killing bad guys every month in order to kind of send this demon away. And it's very, I like street level characters where they're kind of makeshift, if that makes any sense, where like, I just put on this mask and these boots and I go out and fight crime. It's kind of like that. And Ed Brubaker, I really like his writing. He's one of my favorite writers, one of my favorite comic book writers. And he just wrote this very well. And the kind of turmoil, the kind of torment that this guy is going through by like what's wrong and what's right. Like, who am I to decide what person's bad or who's good? And my goal was to kill myself anyway. Maybe I should just let the demon take me or whatever, stuff like that. It was actually really cool. It sounds dark when you explain it. It's actually a little bit more comedic in the comic than it is, the actual premise when you say it out loud. But it was really good. The ending was kind of been there, done that for me.
For sure. So it ended. It's already completed.
Yeah, it's already completed.
Sure.
I can't remember how many issues there were. I think there was I want to say 20 something. I want to say, but it was really good. I was really just waiting every month for a new issue, because I was really addicted to it. It's kind of dark. It's kind of funny in some areas, and it's kind of Punisher. It's kind of Spider-Man. It's got some realism to it. I really like it.
Sounds great. That's a very good hook. That sounds really. It almost sounds like a mix between Punisher and Yu Yu Hakusho.
Okay, I have no idea what that is.
Yu Yu Hakusho, different anime. Never mind. But that's really sick.
Yeah, it's kind of Punisher and Ghost Rider in a way too, also.
For sure.
But yeah.
Awesome. Did you have a worst, or is that it?
I don't have a worst.
Nice. Okay. Sweet. I'm gonna get into mine. I read a lot of comics this year. But most of the comics I read were not this year coming out right now. I've done a lot of backlog reading and stuff. For my runner-ups, I'm definitely giving it to the Batman Rebirth run that I've been reading.
Okay.
I just read through most of it, and it's just been so good. I really like Tom King's writing a lot. I think he's doing really good. I don't think it's Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo level, but I really do think that it's oh man, he's doing something special. I think it's really good. Also, I just want to give a shout to the Red Hood and the Outlaws. That's that new run, and then Super Sons as well.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm naming all these DC books, but I just think that those are some really good books recently. And yeah, and so my winner is Amazing Spider-Man. I'm such a sucker for Spider-Man. It's not
what you look at your profile pic.
Money's very tight, so I only have money for 2 books on my pull list a month, and so I'm getting Spider-Man and then another book. But I just think that Ramos is one of my favorite artists. Period.
Yeah, I really like his stuff too.
Who is writing this again? Oh my goodness, I just totally forgot the name. I'm blanking completely. Anyways, the writing is amazing. It is just so good. Is it Nick Spencer? Nick Spencer. Yep, I remember. It's Nick Spencer. He's just amazing. He did such a good job. And then just the rotating between Ryan Otley and Humberto Ramos is just so good, because both artists are super, super, super talented, but they also bring something different to the table each time. So it's one issue you have Spider-Man fighting a clone of himself, and the next issue you have Spider-Man going to this bar of villains as Peter Parker, where he does trivia on Spider-Man knowledge.
Bar with no name.
Yeah, and it's amazing and it's awesome. I just think out of all the books that I've read this year, I mean, I could have gone for something more obscure or whatever, but it's just what book has brought me the most joy this year.
Yeah,
and it's Amazing Spider-Man. I do have a worst, and for my worst, it's not necessarily like bad. It's not. Well, it's bad. It's not necessarily like the worst book I've ever read, but it's the most disappointing. And it was Spider-Geddon.
Okay.
That was the other book on my pull list that I've been reading since.
I still haven't
1.
started that.
I love Spider-Verse. I actually really like Dan Slott's run on Spider-Man a lot. I love Spider-Verse, and I was like, okay, well, we're gonna get all these new characters, and this is supposed to be a Miles-centric story, and I love Miles. I'm a Peter guy, but I love Miles too, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be amazing. Miles is really gonna like have an event to himself, almost. You know what I mean? And it was just like there was no. It felt so cheap. It was just okay. Like 3 issues in, nothing much has really like. Stuff has happened, but there's not as much as it should be. Like the plot is very slow, and there's only 5 issues, so it's like through issue 3, and like not much is happening. I'm like, what even is this? You know what I mean? And I had just read through all of Secret Empire like a month before, and I think Secret Empire is one of the best Marvel events we've gotten in a long time. And I'm like, I felt so let down, and especially that I was like, okay, I have 2 books I can get a month. The rest I have to like read from the library online or whatever. And I'm like, okay, I choose Spider-Geddon because I love Spider-Man and I'm excited to read this. And it was such a disappointment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, it was disappointing. But yeah, so that's what we got for comics. You guys ready to get into Hero of the Year?
Yeah, Aiden, you want to do yours?
Yeah. Okay. So
do I do runner-up have something?
Right? Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so give us the runner-up, your winner, and then if you have a worst.
Runner-up is gonna be I'm gonna do runner-up as the one and only Daredevil.
That was mine too. That was my runner-up.
Mine as well.
Yep, season 3 of Daredevil. Great show. Amazing character arc. I absolutely loved it. I'm glad I started it and finished it all in like a week. It was pretty crazy, but it was awesome. And then my Hero of the Year has to go to, and I'm actually curious what you guys are gonna think of this. But my Hero of the Year is definitely Doctor Strange from Infinity War.
Wow.
Because seeing him, and I'm not a huge Doctor Strange person, but seeing him go toe-to-toe with Thanos and like his development from the first Doctor Strange movie to Infinity War and all his power set that he's gotten, like when he does all the hands and like the duplicates of himself and like links to Thanos' arms, like it's so good. And so I think that was like a really probably like my Hero of the Year in terms of like their power set and like how much they've grown since like their movie. And then worst Hero of the Year, I'd have to say goes to Superman from Justice League, and mainly because of the mustache.
CG, no, the worst villain of the year is Warner Brothers.
Just that whole, I can't honestly with that Superman. Like I love his dialogue because it's so cheesy. Also, like he's like, "Is this guy bothering you?" And he like flies down and like punches Steppenwolf.
I love
it's like it's funny, but it's like it was so like bad it was funny. And like I'm okay with that humor because it's like kind of a Superman thing to do if he's that overpowered that he can like do that to Steppenwolf. But like the mustache, like when it zooms in on his face and you can like see where the mustache would be, and he says like civilians and he like lip curls. I can't. Anyway, so that one was mine.
Yeah, I'll do mine.
Strange. Now you have a figure of him too, a good one. You can actually get the shots going.
Yeah.
Fire.
I'll do mine. So my runner-up was Daredevil as well. What else could you say? You know, like
exactly.
Season 3 is enough. Season 3 is enough.
Goodness.
Anyway, so for my winner, I have Spider-Man because this has just been his year, man. Between the game and Into the Spider-Verse, which I still haven't seen. I'm sorry, Finn.
True.
And I mean, people were so upset by his freaking. We know he's coming back, but people were crying in the theater at his death.
Dude, I was crying at the theater during his death. My word.
I was almost tearing up, dude. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Right? Yeah. I really think that this was one of his years because, I mean, the game was phenomenal. The movie just like burned itself into my brain. Into the Spider-Verse is getting very good reviews. It's very well received right now. So
Getting amazing reviews.
Yeah, I'm giving it to Spider-Man right now. And for my worst, I have Star-Lord.
Dang, that's my worst too.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I thought I was so clever. Oh my god.
I'm sorry, Star-Lord. I normally really like you, but you jacked up. Now I will say, you can't put all the blame on Star-Lord. Because number one, Gamora did give Thanos the location of the Soul Stone. Whether she thought he could obtain it or not, she gave him the location because of Nebula. And Thor didn't aim for the head or the arm.
That's
I'm just
true.
saying.
Oh, man, Thor maybe. But Thor had so many. The problem with Star-Lord is that Star-Lord, like, I love Star-Lord so much, but it's like his big moment, his pretty much only big moment really in the movie is him messing up. But Thor has like three different parts where he's like a goat.
Yeah, but I just think he can't. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be the worst. I'm just saying you can't put all the blame on him because a whole bunch of people jacked up. I mean, I know it was part of the plan, so to speak, but Doctor Strange gave him the time stone. Gamora gave him the location. They were too busy trying to save Vision the whole dang time. I mean, it didn't matter whether or not they destroyed it or not, because Thanos would have the time stone if Doctor Strange gave it to him. But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can't put all the blame on Star-Lord. But yeah, he was my worst.
Dude, he was my worst too, so I'm just going to add, like, Star-Lord really screwed up, man. It was like... Dude, you could have bruh. You have the time stone. You have the time stone, right. My guy. She's gone. We get it, but like for real, oh my goodness. And then also at the yeah, I don't know if I would call them but whenever he shot Gamora, the bubble gun.
Yeah. Like, one other thing I will say is that a lot of people were like, that was so dumb. The writers just wanted some way for the movie to continue. I will say that wasn't outside of his character.
Oh, it's very a Star-Lord thing to do.
So, yeah.
Because when Ego said, it was sad I put that tomb in there, Star-Lord immediately blasted him away.
Yeah.
Like, it's not out of his character to do that. So I will say
who says that stuff is so dumb. Like, people...
Right, yeah.
I hate... Yeah. Anyways, I don't... that people make me mad. Okay, so yeah, my worst was also Star-Lord. My runner-up was Daredevil, and then I also had a second runner-up.
Oh, okay.
I'm choosing Goku from Dragon Ball Super. I finished Dragon Ball Super ended this year. Broly's coming out in like a week or two, and I'm absolutely so excited to see it. But Super had its ups and downs as a series. Like it had bad parts, it had amazing parts, but those last 10 episodes or whatever were some of the coolest like Dragon Ball moments. Like the fight against Jiren in the Tournament of Power. I mean, it's not like that's a spoiler, really.
Yeah.
He was just insane, and he just did. It was great. I mean, he saved all the universes. So I mean, again. Honestly, is that really a spoiler? I don't really care. It's Dragon Ball Super. You know what happens in Dragon Ball.
Right.
But he's just amazing. Loved it. Loved that part of Super. The arc dragged, but he really did a really good job. And then my hero, Alex, I'm gonna sound like a broken record, is Spider-Man. What a shock.
Yep.
As you guys know, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, and this felt like the best year to be a Spider-Man fan. I mean, we get him in Infinity War. We got his amazing video game. I think one of the greatest video games I've ever played. We got an amazing, amazing film with Into the Spider-Verse, and we got amazing comics with him in it. And we got great toys. Like, what else do you want from a Spider-Man, like for Spider-Man in a year? You know what I mean? Like, it was just, and I'm giving it to him especially from PS4 Spider-Man and Into the Spider-Verse. Like, it was just, I've never been more proud to be a Spider-Man fan. That's for sure. Then my worst was also Star-Lord. So, yep,
right.
We're going to get into our villain of the year. Alex, why don't you go first?
Oh, I can go first. Yeah. So as you all know, I like villains a lot. And I thought this was a pretty good year for Marvel villains in particular.
Why do I have a very strong feeling I know who your runner-up or number one's going to be?
Right. So actually, you might not, because I kind of think I know what you're thinking. I don't know. This is a whole lot. I think what you think is what I think. Anyway, so my runner-up is Kingpin, because he has had a good year between Netflix and PS4 and Into the Spider-Verse. This has been a Kingpin year. You know what I'm saying?
He's my runner-up too. I hate our lists. Oh, they're so similar.
I'm not gonna lie, he was my runner-up too.
Yeah.
But my winner is not Dex. Although I would put him as another runner-up, but my winner.
That's what I thought it was.
My winner is my winner. No.
My winner.
My winner is Thanos.
Oh,
Dude, same.
my winner
My
too.
God.
We all have the same
We
list.
have the exact same list.
I
Yeah,
have a
well,
second runner-up. Oh my goodness.
yeah, but Thanos is just freaking. He was portrayed so well in Infinity War. It was insane. I don't know how they made a CGI character that we have only seen glimpses of every once in a while for like 6 years. So human and so lifelike and so real. Like I felt like I could actually touch him. Like the performance by Josh Brolin was just outstanding. They did such a great job just writing his character. Yes, his plan is crazy and it may not make sense, but I think that just works for a person that's literally called the Mad Titan. You know, I mean, he beat the bricks off the Hulk. I mean, he fought. I mean, oh my God, he was just phenomenal. One of my favorite scenes out of that movie was when he went to obtain the Soul Stone, and you saw him crying at the fact that he had to throw Gamora off the cliff. But he just did it anyway because why not? You know, I really want to snap half of the universe away, so goodbye. But he was just so well done. I'm so happy that we actually got to see that on screen. I know a lot of people complain like Infinity War isn't an Avengers movie, it's a Thanos movie. But would you want anything different? Because
I like it as
he's been sitting on a throne for 6 years prior. Don't you want like a whole movie dedicated to him? Why not?
It should be his movie. It's Infinity War. It's Infinity of him. He's got the Infinity Gauntlet. Like, give it to Thanos.
Yeah, I really thought he was great. I wanted to put Dex as my runner-up, but
I know you did.
But Kingpin, I think he had a better year, honestly.
I think Kingpin
now for my worst,
better.
What'd you say?
I think Kingpin had better portrayals too. I mean, I loved Bullseye, but I just like Kingpin more.
Yeah. For my worst villain, I have Sonny Birch from Ant-Man and the Wasp. He was the Southern guy.
Oh,
he was freaking terrible.
God.
He was like,
man, that's a good pick. That was a reach. I barely remembered who that was.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, I want that thing, and I have restaurants, and I was just like, why is he in the movie? I thought the villain part of Ant-Man and the Wasp was pretty terrible. Like, I almost put Ghost, but then I remembered Sonny Birch was in the movie, and I was like,
Ghost is fire. What do you mean, bro?
No,
I love Ghost in that movie.
I did not like Ghost at all because I from the trailers and the promo art and stuff like that, I thought Ghost was going to be really menacing, but it was just like this kind of like sad chick that just was mad.
No matter what you think about her as a character, though, you got to admit that is one of the best comic to movie costumes.
I mean, I guess.
Oh my goodness, it looks like it's straight off the pages. Like it looks just like.
I kind of would have liked her character to have been more menacing, and I would have liked it to have been less about the fact that she's mad because of Hank Pym's and she's mad that she's the way that she is. I would have just liked like a very menacing, villainous organization that she was working for, and she's just kind of just like
a different character almost. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel like Ghost is cool, and Ghost is but Ghost is more like that in the comics.
Yeah, and I wanted that. Yeah, but Sonny Birch was awful. He was just awful.
Yeah, he sucked. We can all agree on that one.
So, Finn, you want to do yours?
I'll go next, and then Aiden can go last. My run-up was Kingpin. Spider-Man PS4 was amazing. He had some great parts in that, and honestly, Kingpin is almost my winner just because of how good he was in Daredevil and Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
like I'm honestly still contemplating like if he should win because him and Into the Spider-Verse, his motivations and his portrayal and his everything about it was perfect. Such good motivations in that movie, and his animation and Lee Schreiber voiced him who played Sabretooth in X-Men Origins Wolverine and like Ray Donovan or whatever. So good. It's like a different take on Kingpin. It's actually he's scary.
Yeah.
Like it was just so well done. I also want to give a runner up to Jack the Ripper, Batman Gotham by Gaslight. More of an obscure pick, but like Gotham by Gaslight was just so good. One of the best DC animated movies in a while, and Jack the Ripper was just so well done. And there's twists and turns about his character, and the reveal of who Jack the Ripper is awesome. Oh, it's so good. Please watch Gotham by Gaslight. Like, man, that movie was just awesome. And it really did capture the whole like London 1800 feel or whatever. And he was really creepy too. So it was good. Obviously.
Do you have a worst?
I do not. Actually, I do have a worst. But before I get off of Thanos, I just thought that Infinity War was just incredible. And if
Yeah.
anyone deserves it, it's Thanos. My worst villain of the year, it's probably the biggest villain of the year, Ninja, the Fortnite streamer.
What?
What?
He sucks.
Fictional people.
No, I'm
Finn's
putting
a
Ninja
hater.
in the I'm
Comment.
putting Ninja
Finn's a
in
hater.
the
Finn's a hater.
discussion. Ninja's so annoying.
You know what that means? That means you couldn't think of an actual villain, so you just threw someone on the
Exactly.
list.
I
No, this
love
is my
Ninja.
worst. He's my worst. I think he's the most annoying like streamer. Do you know how much I've seen his poster with him smiling in front of his logo in Five Below in Walmart every single day that I go in there, and then watching him on the YouTube Rewind where he's like, "Quit horsing around," and it's like him and driving this bus. Oh, it's so dumb.
Finn picked Ninja as his villain.
Dude, I love Ninja.
It's not even, I don't even
He's
care
such
about
a brat.
Fortnite or
He's
Ninja.
such a brat, dude. He's such a cocky little turd.
I'm jealous of his Fortnite skills.
Am I jealous?
Yeah.
I'm jealous of his wallet, bro. Are you kidding me? He's rich, and he still acts like a little turd.
Okay, moving on.
That was kind of more of a funny pick, but yeah, that was my worst villain.
Aiden.
We're gonna go through song of the year. Aiden, you're gonna go first.
Wait, did Aiden do his villains?
Yeah.
don't care about Aiden
Pardon
villains.
and moi.
Oh,
but-
my bad, Aiden. Get to it.
I won't do top or runner up because they're the same as you guys. But worst for me is gonna be oh my god, what the heck? I had it. Oh, the lady from Daredevil, the FBI agent who shoots the agent in front of Nadeem. That lady triggered me. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
His
yeah,
boss?
She sucked. I hated her. Yeah, she sucked. Nadeem was so good too.
You know what
Yeah.
I really liked from her was that one line where she said she used to have 2 kids. That like took me out. I was like, oh snap. Kingpin has been on these people for a minute. And then that's one of the reasons why I put Kingpin on my list. Like he's been planning this crap
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah. But like I don't know, just like her dialogue and like the way like like when she's lying on the ground after she's been like shot or whatever, and she's like, Dex, like don't do it or whatever, and then like Dex hits her in the face with the phone or like
Right.
a gun, dude. I literally clapped at that point. I was so excited. I was like, thank God, dude, kill her, man. But yeah, so
My
That was my worst.
Dex's girlfriend or whatever. What was her
oh
name?
my God,
Wait,
what
Julie?
the hell is her name?
She was so
Julie.
Oh, do I know you from somewhere? Shut up, Julie.
I feel bad
Yeah,
for
okay.
her. She
That was
had no
really
part of
sad.
anything and then just got
Yeah,
shot in the face.
that was really sad. That also like
Yeah.
kind of brought me in though.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, next artist.
She was really awesome. I'm just so bummed we're never gonna be able to see him in costume.
Oh my God, man. Don't even talk about it. You know how bummed I am.
No, I get it. They'd be like saying, "Hey, man, here's a hint at Dr. Octopus," and then nope, you never get to see his arms.
Right, yeah. Oh, wait. Amazing Spider-Man.
No, you only see his arms. Aiden,
Yeah,
song of the
artist
year. Get into
or
it, bro.
song.
Song.
Okay. For me, runner up is gonna be. I don't know if you guys know this, but it's "Find China" by Juice WRLD.
Oh yeah, I
it
do
feels
actually.
good.
I
I
actually
really
like
like
that
that
one.
song.
I'm not the biggest Juice WRLD guy. He feels like Black Post Malone, but I mean, I like that song actually.
Yeah, and then I'd say probably my number one would be I'm a pretty big sucker now for Post Malone, so mine would probably be Better Now. I really like that song.
By Post.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good. I actually thought that album was actually really good. Like, say what you want about Post Malone or whatever. Stoney was all right, but I actually thought that
yeah,
Beer Bongs and Bentleys actually had some really good songs on it. Like
Yeah.
Stay, that
Yeah.
one, the guitar one,
Yeah.
that one's really good. Better Now's fire.
yeah. So I think those were my top two, and then my least favorite, which just this song triggers me every time I hear it, is "Nonstop" by Drake. God, I can't listen to it. I like when he's like, I can't. It's when he's like, even at the start when he's like, I just flip the switch, flip. I literally just want to like,
I'm gonna hit the
oh my God, I hate that song so
That's
much.
hilarious.
Anyway, but yeah, so
That's awesome. Those are really good picks. And you need to talk about music more.
I just, well, yeah, sure.
Hey, Alex, you go.
Mamma Mia.
Alex, you're next.
That was a phase.
All right, I'm next.
That's not a phase. That's your life, dude.
So,
Aiden's about to sell all of his toys so we can go get Mamma Mia tickets to go see them do it live.
Oh my word,
Yeah. The music categories were pretty hard for me because I don't.
We're hard,
listen.
weren't they? Oh wait, so you're saying because like you don't
Yeah, I don't really.
Oh, got you. It was just there's so much for me. I couldn't decide.
Yeah, for me, it's just I don't listen to a whole bunch of stuff that comes out currently. I'm listening to 90s stuff. I'm listening to Kendrick stuff from like, last year or something or whatever. So I don't listen to a whole bunch of stuff yeah. So for songs, my runner-up is Tints by Anderson .Paak and featuring Kendrick. Dude. I actually really like that song. I thought that was pretty good.
You would love it. I think you would really like Anderson .Paak.
I do like his stuff. Yeah, he did a remix of a Hiatus Coyote song that I really like.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's my runner-up, and my winner is Off D's by JID featuring J. Cole.
Is that on his album?
Yeah, DiCaprio 2.
I remember that one. That one is good. I like JID's album.
Yeah. I actually really like that song. J. Cole had a dope verse on that song.
J. Cole had like the year of verses, dude.
Yeah, he was actually killing it this year. It was like, all right, Kendrick, you had your fun last year. Now it's my turn. So for my worst is I Love It by Kanye.
I love that song.
That song is
I hate that song so much.
The song is so hard.
Why do you not like it, Alex?
Because it's bad. That's why I don't like it.
Why is it bad?
The production is just okay. The lyrics are horrible. And it doesn't even really sound that good to me. It's just, I love it.
I completely agree.
I think the production's actually solid. I think that the lyrics are dumb because it's a dumb song. But I don't think I guess if you hate it because it's dumb, then I don't think it's like for you. You know what I mean?
I don't like it because it's dumb and it's really bad sounding to me. I just don't like that.
I completely agree. That's so funny.
I almost put Mo Bamba, but I think I would rather listen to Mo Bamba.
Mo Bamba's a good song. It's just overplayed.
That's every college white kid ever. Mo Bamba's a good song.
Wow.
it's not bad. It's just it got way overplayed really fast.
Yeah,
I just don't.
So annoying.
It doesn't sound like hip hop to me. It's just like calling. Like anybody could step in a booth and do that. Anybody could do that.
That's true.
Like there's no talent required for that. All you need to do is just say words long, and then
I guess
you'll be successful apparently. So yeah, Finn, what was yours?
Okay. I'm gonna go with my runner-ups. I actually have 2 runner-ups for this one too. I really can't decide. There's so many good songs he released this year. Runner-up number 1 is "Stir Fry" by Migos. You guys know that song I'm talking about? That song.
Can't stand that song either. I don't think it's bad.
Pharrell's production alone, like you can say whatever you want. That production on that song is insane.
Yeah, the production's good.
Dude, the beat is like. It's the weirdest beat ever. When I first heard it, like I almost didn't like it because it's so strange. But I grew like after the second listen, I was like in. It's like sounds like a tea kettle whistling mixed with like someone like banging some pots with like this like whistle in the background with like this awesome synth. Oh my goodness, it's crazy. And then
I think the production's really nice.
I'm not even the biggest Migos fan. Like the 3 Migos songs I really like are Stir Fry, Narcos, and Motorsport. But besides that, I'm not really like into them.
Yeah.
But Stir Fry just gets me. It's something I just kind of kept coming back to. Oh, so good. I love that song. And then I also want to give runner up to "Gonna Love Me" by Tiana Taylor. Have you guys heard this song?
I haven't.
Aiden, have you heard this one?
Aiden?
Sounds like our text.
I'm here again.
What? Have you heard "Gonna Love Me" by Tiana Taylor?
No, I have not.
Okay. Excuse me. It is a song off of the Kanye produced Tiana Taylor album, which I thought was all right. The album wasn't terrible. It wasn't amazing, but I love this song. I think it is near perfect R&B song. Like it is just it's beautiful. The instrumental is great. Her voice and like her runs are awesome. And then what really made it get to my list was Wu-Tang, Raekwon, Method Man, and I think I might have talked about it on here. Raekwon, Method Man, and Ghostface did like a remix of it where they like threw verses in between her verses and the hooks, and it blew my mind. Like it was so.
I may have to listen to that,
dude. You would like it, Alex. Like it's classic Ghostface. Like Raekwon kills it. Method Man's awesome. Oh, it's so good. Like it was close to being my number 1 song. Like it was that good. I loved it. And so my winner is Violent Crimes by Kanye. It was really hard for me to choose my favorite Kanye song this year because I think that Kanye put out some amazing songs like I Thought About Killing You and Ghost Town and Feel the Love and like even a song by Pusha T that he produced, If You Know You Know, was really close. That song is that Alex, just listen to that production, so awesome. Oh my goodness. But Violent Crimes beat out just by and he didn't write all these lyrics, by the way. A lot of these were ghostwritten, but it doesn't really bother me because I just think that they're so poignant for like where he is as an artist. It's all about him viewing his daughter. It feels like a sequel to Only One, if you guys know that song. It's about Kanye's mom being like proud of her son and welcoming like his daughter north, like into the world kind of thing. It feels like a sequel where it's about Kanye and his relationship with his daughter. And it's about like, I know how I've treated women in the past, but I regret it because now I know what it's like to have a daughter. And it's a really beautiful song with really beautiful lyrics. Like a lot of it's just very like poignant and very real, where it's a lot of like about how he's like I pray your body drapes more like mine and not like your mommy's. You know what I mean? He's like, because people are nuts and I am like, I'm not gonna say the word or whatever, and I know what they want. You know what I mean? He's just talking about like he's reflecting, and I think it's just really well done. I think the instrumental is really, really good. It just 070 Shake does a little like run at the beginning of like some vocals, and they are so beautiful. They really tie it together. And Nicki Minaj's little cameo at the end was really cool. Like she kind of helped Kanye with some lines like I want a daughter like Nicki, but no Minaj's or whatever. And I'm like, that's really cool. It really like impacted me a lot this year. I thought that song was just really well done. And I didn't think it got enough love. I thought it didn't get as much love as it should have. But yeah, that is my song of the year. My worst song of the year is Anything by Shawn Mendes. I couldn't pick one. I don't know any of them, but it sucks, dude. His music is terrible.
That's so funny. Oh my God.
Okay, Sean, sit down. Sit down.
Jesus.
I cannot stand Shawn Mendes. I'm not a hater. I just don't like his music. But yeah, so we're gonna get into album of the year. Aiden, you're going first again, buddy. What you got?
Okay, for album of the year,
Greatest Showman soundtrack.
Okay, do you want?
I want to hear your picks, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna say runner up. I can't say it. I'm gonna laugh too hard. I'm gonna go with the.
Wait. Did we skip artist of the year?
Oh, I had that as. Oh yeah, we did. Oh, let's do that after album.
Oh, thank God. I don't know. Okay.
Or do you want to do artist first?
Okay.
You want to do artist?
Whichever. Okay, let's do artist.
Okay, sure. Give us your artist, bro.
Okay. My runner up for artist of the year would probably be I'm debating. I think it would probably be again for me Juice WRLD because I really liked a lot of the songs Juice WRLD put out this year.
That's awesome.
I know.
I'm not a Juice WRLD fan, but I love that you really connect with his music.
Yeah. So that'd be my runner up, and then number one. Again, I kind of I'm not probably as diehard as Finn is for Kanye as I am for Post Malone, but I still think Post Malone really, I love how he doesn't just do the exact same thing over and over again. He has a lot of different kind of stuff going on in his music. Kind of like Alex, I forget who you were talking about who does that too, but yeah, so.
Kendrick.
Yeah, Kendrick, exactly. So yeah, I think that's mine. And then worst, worst. That's a good question. Oh my God. I'm trying to think of who my worst was. Undecided, easy. Worst by far for me would have to be, I think, I wouldn't say by far, but I think Drake, because a lot of his songs this year were memes. And he has some okay ones that that aren't that bad. But Nonstop again, God's Plan wasn't that bad, but it's again, he does the same stuff over and over. And it's just pretty tiresome.
God's Plan.
Yeah, exactly. So that's mine.
All right.
All right. Who's up next?
I guess I get into mine. So this is artist, right? I'm just remembering, right? Yeah. Okay. So for artist of the year, my runner up is JID. I really liked his DiCaprio 2 album. I kind of like him. I was really impressed by his XXL freshman freestyle. So I'm kind of excited to kind of see where his music goes. I listened to some of his music before DiCaprio 2, and I wasn't the biggest on it. I mean, I'm not saying it was bad. It's just it wasn't for me personally. But yeah, I really like him. I like the way his career's going. I'm excited to see more from him. For my winner of Artist of the Year, I have J. Cole. This was J. Cole's year, man. I mean, his verses were dope. I forget what the name of the freestyle was that he did, but I liked a lot of his features this year.
Oh, so good.
I liked his album
feature that he did.
Yeah, I liked his album too. So I will give it to him. Like I said, my music list is probably going to be terrible just because I don't listen to much newer stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah. And for my worst, I have 6ix9ine. Undeniably, it's 6ix9ine for me.
That's my worst too.
He is so horrible. I don't understand how any single person can actually vibe to his music. It makes zero sense to me. I don't know.
I like 2 of his songs.
I can't even find anything in the production, anything in what he's saying, his voice. I just can't find anything to like about his music. He's just so trash to me. Like I would rather listen to Lil Pump, and that's. I can't stand
100%. At least Lil Pump has some catchy instrumentals or whatever. Like
yeah, I mean, at least he has
even like not a grating voice.
Like I can't. I can't do it. Yeah, I just 6ix9ine is definitely my worst. I'd probably make him worse next year and the year after that. Just because
you probably won't be making music that much longer. So
right. So yeah, that was mine. You want to get into yours, Finn?
Of course. My runner-up. This was really hard to decide if they were going to be my winner or my runner-up, but I'm going to give it to the Carters. So Jay-Z and Beyonce. They literally they blew my mind with their albums this year. I just think that their features on Top Off was really good, and then Jay-Z's feature on What's Free by Meek Mill and stuff was just incredible. So good, so good. And then my winner is Kanye.
My God.
For good reason though. I mean, this year was crazy. He released 2 albums, his solo album, then an album with Kid Cudi, and he executive produced all 5 albums. So his 2 and then 3 other albums, and all 3 of them had good production. I think Ye was really, really, really good. I think that it was lacking a tiny bit in production, but I think Kids See Ghosts was much better at the production.
Wait, Ye actually came out?
You're thinking of Yandhi.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, my bad.
Yeah, Ye was the one that did come out. Yandi's the one that he's working on in Africa or whatever. But I just think he really killed it. I really thought he had some amazing songs and albums this year, and I thought his production, just the way he really took the production like to the next level and stuff, was awesome.
Yeah, you know my issue with him. It's just his actions outside of music this year.
And I disagree. I disagree with most of them. And I can separate it. I understand. I really don't want to say it, but I have the privilege, I guess, to be able to ignore it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just I can't.
Yeah. Anyways, he's really good. I thought that was a good year, but I thought all those picks were really good. I thought J. Cole, what you were saying for yours, I thought the Tribe song by Boss was an amazing song with that J. Cole feature.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, so freaking good. We want to get into album.
Did you? Oh yeah, you said your verse was 6ix9ine. Yeah, I'll do my album first, I guess.
Sure.
So for my runner-up, I had DiCaprio 2 by JID because that was one of like the 3 albums. I really like that album actually. It took a few listens for me to kind of like really vibe with it because JID's style is kind of different to me, if that makes any sense. Like he kind of has like this almost Dr. Seuss sounding rhyme scheme. You know, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So it took a little bit for me to get used to, but I really like his flow. I like some of his songs. I can't wait to see where his career goes. I know I said that before, but yeah. For my winner, I have KOD by J. Cole. I actually really like that album. It was another one of those albums that took me a few listens, but I like songs like ATM and
ATM is so good.
Gosh, what's the name of the other song? I can't remember what the name of the other song
Kevin's Heart is my favorite.
Yeah, Kevin's Heart and stuff like that. I really like that album. A lot of people decided to trash him this year, like he was like freaking
Every
Russ
year,
or
man.
something, which
We do
was
it every
really
year.
strange to me. They're like,
I should have given my worst artist to Russ. I retract my statement. Russ is my worst artist.
yeah, but man, I really feel like J. Cole really had a good year this year.
Yeah,
And for my worst album, I have Dummy Boy by 6ix9ine. That album was trash. It was garbage. It was horrible. The end. There's no more that needs to be said about that. Aiden, you want to do yours album?
Yeah, sure. So mine's definitely gonna be different from yours because, like, I mean, I love hip hop and R&B. Sometimes I listen to more of some other stuff. So you're about to hear. Runner up for me would be the Avengers Infinity War soundtrack.
Oh yeah, that was really good.
I really love that soundtrack. There's a lot of like good callbacks to the first Avengers movie and like just a lot of good scores, like when Gamora is dying, like when Thanos has to throw her off the edge. Like the whole music during that is amazing.
Yeah, Porch is my favorite song that Marvel Studios has done. Porch is fantastic. Alan Silvestri killed that soundtrack.
For sure. Then I'd have to rate my number one probably. This is a hard one. I'd have to rate probably my number one to the Black Panther soundtrack. And the reason why is because like just like the way the music makes you feel like you're in Africa. Like if you just like listen to like, especially when he first like goes on his plane ride into Wakanda, like the song that plays is so like, it's just, I don't know, it just really captures that for me.
I really like the TDE Black Panther album with Kendrick and stuff like that.
I love that album too, for sure. That's such a good album.
Yeah, I was surprised, Alex, I didn't get more love since they're so Kendrick heavy, and I thought it was amazing.
Well, the thing is, I like, lyrical Kendrick, obviously, and I feel like that was made more party because it's attached to a movie, so it's not like he can just be like doing like some sort of big message or something like that. So for me, as a Kendrick fan, there wasn't enough Kendrick on it for me, if that makes any sense. Like there wasn't enough of the I'm gonna do like a really long, layered, complex verse on this song. You know what I mean? Like it was a lot more like I wish an N-word would. I wish they would, like like stuff. There was a whole more of that type of stuff.
Awesome. I love that.
I really like Paramedic, actually. That's one of my guilty pleasures of like nowadays rap.
Dude, not even guilty, but that's just one of my. I love that song.
Right? Yeah, I really like that song. I also like I like Some of King's Dead.
All the stars. Oh, you don't like Future's part? I think that's hilarious, dude.
That part is so doo-doo, bro. I don't know how someone hated him if they actually greenlit that.
I love it. It's for attention, man. He knew what he was doing.
That it was just so weird. But I also like gosh, what is it called? Ops. I really like that song too. But yeah, it wasn't enough stuff for me personally. I think I just hyped it up too much because I had the idea like Kendrick's doing a Black Panther album. He's doing a Black Panther album. So the whole time I'm like having like To Pimp a Butterfly in my head or something. And then it came out and I was like, oh, right. It's a movie album. It's not gonna,
Yeah.
Yep. For sure. I thought that was an amazing album, actually.
Yeah, I really liked it, but
yeah, definitely.
And then my worst
bro.
would have to go to. It's a tough one. I'd probably give it to the. I sound like a broken record, but the Justice League soundtrack. Like, is there any music in there that you can like really remember? Like, oh, that's cool. Like when Superman comes back, I don't remember like a score at all. Like there was
I didn't think it was that bad, but I think that I think that it's so terrible compared to what I think is one of the best superhero soundtrack things, which is "What Are You Gonna Do When You're Not Saving the World" from Man of Steel.
Yes, I love that song.
Oh my goodness, dude!
It's so good.
You can't even compare.
I wish that theme would have played at least when Superman came back or something. But there was I think there was maybe like a flicker of it, and it was like not even the good part of that theme. Like that theme is in all my playlists. The "What Are You Gonna Do When You're Not Saving the World." It's so good.
Oh, it's one of my favorite songs. Period.
Anyway, yeah. So that's mine.
Sweet, Alex.
I already did mine.
Oh yeah, you already did. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I was just thinking. I'm like, well, I'm used to the normal order. Sweet. Okay, here we go. Runner-ups. I got two as usual. My first one, I was gonna do something different, but I decided to throw in an album that wasn't like hip hop or R&B. It's A Brief Inquiry into Online Relationships by the 1975. You know what I'm talking about? I talked about it on this podcast.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It is just, I love the focus of the album. Like it's one mindset. It is one idea for an album, and it is just so well done. It's like it's sad, it's exciting, it's fun, it's vibrant, it's awesome. I just thought it was so well done. 1975 really, I think this is my favorite 1975 project too. Like I think this is my favorite album they've done.
Sweet.
Which would be controversial, but I think it's my favorite. Runner up. This may be surprising, but Yay by Kanye is my runner up.
Oh my God, what? You never pick a Kanye project.
No way. Kanye is not my winner today for album, which is nice one, Aiden. Air freshener. Nice one. Aiden sent us his picture of Drake crying on a phone, air freshener saying Kiki ? And
And
Oh my gosh.
That's hilarious. Wait, bro, that looks like Frieza underneath it, bro. You see that, Alex?
What? Wait, and now I need to go back to it. Hold on.
That's Frieza. Aiden, you be holding out on me on that Dragon Ball stuff, bro?
That does look like Frieza. Only you would notice that, Finn. You fanatic.
Hey, it's just, yeah, it was really good. And I think that if it had better production and if Kanye wasn't stretched as thin as he was with the 5 albums, I think it would be my winner. But it kind of left me unsatisfied with the production element. Like I thought that the lyrics were great and the songs were fun. The energy was cool. I look for a level of I don't know, quality for Kanye production, and it just didn't meet it completely. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
And then my winner of the year, album of the year, is Everything Is Love by Jay-Z and Beyonce, The Carters. And that album is, Jay-Z and Beyonce are 2 of my favorite artists, period. And I just think it is like the best, not like duo, but like you know what I mean? Like 2 people on an album together since like Watch the Throne. It is just so good. Oh my goodness. Songs on there are like some of my most listened to songs, like Nice that Pharrell produced, or the Ape song with Migos, or Boss, or freaking Love Happy with that sample. It's like it's so good.
Yeah,
Such a good album.
That's another one of those things where I like the production, but I wasn't very big on it. It wasn't bad. It's just
not really not much lyrical content except for in a couple of the songs, like Friends.
I didn't need it to be lyrical. It just wasn't. It was like,
what didn't you like about it? What didn't hit for you?
It was just kind of just Beyonce and Jay-Z, you know. I'm not saying that they needed to be like very lyrical or like poetic or anything. It was just some of the singing, some of the rapping, some of, you know, it was just it was all right to me. I mean, it wasn't bad. No, it just wasn't for me. It wasn't my taste.
Really like shattered my expectations. Like I thought Beyonce killed it the most too. I thought that Beyonce really shined. And I thought it was beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. I loved everything about this album. And I thought it was just pretty much perfect. So yep, that's my album. And then worst, I don't really have a worst. I don't really give it to X.
Dummy Boy.
I feel like I've heard a worse album though. I can't think of it right now. Sure, Dummy Boy. But yeah. So that's me. Aiden, you're going first for Game of the Year.
Games.
Okay, here we go.
Like,
games this year. So I'm gonna give. There's 3. I have 2 runner-ups and then a winner, obviously. So runner-up number the lower runner-up, I should say, like it goes like 3, 2, 1. You know, so like third place of this runner-up would probably be I'd give it to Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man.
Third.
Just hear me out, though. Hear me out. I'm just ready. But Spider-Man was amazing. Such a fun play. Like I still find myself going back to it, even though I've completed it, just to swing and do like fix crimes. It's so much fun listening to like Spider-Man movie themes too. That's what I do when I do it, because it's like I feel like I'm in the movie. It's so good. It captures it perfectly. Then number 2 would be Fortnite.
That's a good one.
But just Fortnite this year is, I mean, it literally took almost the whole world by storm. Like, there's no video game that's ever been such a phenomenon. Maybe GTA, but that's even a stretch.
Definitely GTA. I would definitely give that.
But I feel like Fortnite was so like it spanned kids too. Like kids really didn't get to play GTA that much.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I think separates them. If GTA wasn't so adult oriented, that I think GTA would probably be the winner of blowing up. Because GTA, I mean, it was being played like 3 years after it came out, and it was still booming.
It still
on
is.
YouTube.
Like most old video games, they're like maybe $10-$20 now. GTA is still $60 like a new game.
Right, yeah.
Like, it's crazy. So Fortnite would have to be number 2, and it's just, I mean, I still come back to it, you know, all the time because it's just awesome. And then I'm gonna have a third runner-up because this game it'd be Minecraft, and Minecraft didn't come out this year. Same with Fortnite. A lot of games didn't come out this year, but I recently got back into playing it because a new update came out that has a ton of ocean life and stuff, and like that game can always like get you to play and like kind of just do adventurous stuff. And I don't like love Minecraft, like not even close to Fortnite, Red Dead, or anything, but it's just a fun game to come back to, just build and like do random stuff. And like survive and like do survival stuff. And then number one, I have to give it to Red Dead. I mean, it's like that game's been in development for forever. And like, it's just, they perfected it. I mean, I think it's like, it's so good. There's literally nothing wrong that I can think of off the top of my head. It's so realistic. And there's so many like just amazing side quests. And like the map is insanely huge. It's a great game.
Yeah.
Worst game. See, I don't know because I don't own like a ton of games from this year, so I can't really, say what the worst game would be that came out this year. But if I had to give it to one, I would probably give it to God, this is hard. What? Maybe I should hold
you
off
not
on
decide
that
this ahead of time?
No, I've been doing this all on the fly.
Oh my god!
Really?
Yeah,
I have a whole document.
I have notes.
That's so funny. Yeah, I've been doing this all on the
That's why
fly.
we're making you go first. I want you to steal my answers.
Yeah, well, that's the I need to steal your answers though. Worst game, I'm gonna give it to PUBG.
Yeah, PUBG sucks.
PUBG's not fun at all.
PUBG, dude.
That game is Anyway, yeah. So that's my worst.
All right, I'll do mine.
Bro.
So for runner-up, I'm going to give it to Spider-Man because that game is amazing. Pun intended. That game is just like I don't even know what more I have to say about Spider-Man. The game is amazing. You can swing through an entire city. You feel like you're actually the superhero. You fight so many. It's literally all I've wanted in a Spider-Man game. I just wanted a Spider-Man Arkham game essentially, and I finally got that. And it was super great. But my winner is also Red Dead. The game is phenomenal.
Boy.
I haven't played that many hours of it, but it's just so great. The snow textures are fantastic. It looks like legitimate snow, and it makes me really excited for whatever the next Elder Scrolls is supposed to be, because I hope they kind of take notes because of the hair growth and the need to eat and the need to like take a freaking bath because people will just disown you if you stink. Like it's all great to me. Open world games always get me, and it has such a long story and such a big map and so much to do that I'm going to be playing this game for quite a long time. For worst game, it's not a game that I own, but it is Black Ops 4. The reason I have Black Ops 4 the reason I have that for worst is because as a person who doesn't play that much online and a person that really liked Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, the fact that you took away a story from it, it makes it feel like it's half of the game just because you wanted to hop on the Battle Royale trend. Like, really? Like, that's just it doesn't even sound like a full game anymore. It's just like an online experience. Like, it's so dumb to me. Like, Call of Duty was known for, before the stories kind of got a little bad, they were at least known for having a story. It sounds like half a game to me. And compared to a game like Fortnite, which is free, it's I don't want to pay $60 for Call of Duty's version of Fortnite if I could just play Fortnite for free. And I don't even like Fortnite.
So
So
the way you say Fortnite.
You're so pissed. But yeah, that's my worst game of the year. Finn?
Yeah, I don't have a worst. But I do have. I
think I know what your list is.
This was the hardest. I think this was the hardest one for me. This was the hardest category. Because both of my game, the runner-up and the winner, are probably, if I could tie my winner, that's what I would do. Because I think that both of these games are two of my favorite games I've ever played, period. They're not like my favorite, but like top, if I had to say my top 10 games of all time, they'd probably both be on that list.
I think I know what this is.
If I can't give if I can't do tie, my runner-up is Spider-Man. I know. But there's one
What?
reason. There's only
Okay.
one
What?
reason.
No way.
Coming
You ruined
from me,
my
I
list.
am an enormous Spider-Man fan. Like Spider-Man is
You
my
don't
favorite
say.
thing in any medium period. This was the hardest one for me, but there's one reason why my winner wins, and I'll giving my winner to Smash Ultimate. But
I knew it.
the
But
only
I had it
reason,
I knew
flipped.
the only reason is just because of the experience I've had playing with my brothers, like the bonding and the family, like the fun. Like Spider-Man is probably my favorite single player, like that type of game, period. My favorite game of all time is Pokemon Fire Red, but like if it'd be like free roam, open world, single player game, Spider-Man is my favorite. But just every time I ever hang out with my friends, like, oh, you bring in Smash? Okay, let's play. And we play with them there. Like my friend has Smash, we'll bring it to their house. Oh, I'm going to a party, I'll bring Smash, and then we'll all play. Like, oh, you want to, after a hard day of work, I just come home and play with 3 of my brothers and we just play Smash for hours. Like just that experience alone puts it as my winner. But I think, I don't know. I just don't. I think Smash wins by like a hair, by like 1%. You know what I mean? It was the hardest decision ever.
I thought yours was going to be flipped. I thought Smash was going to be your runner-up and Spider-Man was going to be your winner.
It was such a hard decision, dude. I still don't
I
feel
know,
right
I
about
had
it.
No way.
I mean,
still don't
you
feel right.
shouldn't feel right about it. Look at your profile pic.
But I'm telling you, like Spider-Man is like my everything, but it's like just
Clearly it
Smash
isn't.
but just Smash being
like
the experience that it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Looking
feel
in the future, who knows? Spider-Man might top it.
Yeah,
But like at
who
this
knows?
moment, I'm having, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then worst, I just don't have one. But yeah, Smash is my winner. Runner-up is Spider-Man. If I could make them be a tie, I would.
Right.
And then we can get into our TV show of the year.
I'll do mine.
Oh, Alex, you
think
want to go
we all
first?
got
Dude,
this.
Alex,
Yeah.
get in there, bro.
Switch it up. No, for my runner-up. Now I didn't watch too many new shows this year. You know, a lot of the shows I was watching this year I've already been watching. But for my runner-up, I have Counterpart. It's a J.K. Simmons show. I've talked about it before.
Yeah.
That show is really dope. It's got these 2 different universes, you know, alternate realities where these 2 governments are kind of like doing espionage with each other. One thinks they're responsible for one thing and the other thinks they're responsible for another. And J.K. Simmons plays he plays essentially the same character, just from 2 different universes. His name is Howard Silk. And he plays them like they're 2 totally different people. I'm still waiting for him to get an Emmy nod or something because he just has a remarkable performance. And for my winner, which is obvious, it's Daredevil. I mean, it just has to be, you know, like season 3 was just brilliant. That was so well done. I'm so glad that even though it did get canceled, at least it ended on a very high note. Like that was 3 nearly perfect seasons of television. The only reason I say nearly perfect is because of Elektra. But that was 3 nearly perfect seasons of television.
Yeah.
It was just phenomenal. I hope we can see those characters return in some way, shape, or form. I really want to see Daredevil appear in a Spider-Man film because I want to see Spider-Man and Daredevil on film one time. Please, somebody make that happen. Please, I want to see that one time.
I want to see Spider-Man and Kingpin on film.
Yeah, that too,
Ooh.
but more so Daredevil for me. So yeah, I don't have a worst for television because I didn't watch any bad shows. I don't think.
You know what? I'm gonna go next.
Okay.
I'm gonna go next.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
Why do you sound so forceful? I'm gonna go next.
I'm gonna go next.
Come here, boy. I'm gonna go next.
Whoa.
Whoa. Okay,
Alex
I'm gonna
just traveled
do.
to the dark place.
I'm gonna do something with my runner-up. Something kind of weird. It's not my first runner-up is not a TV show. It's a series on like YouTube.
Oh,
But,
okay.
it's Team 4 Stars Dragon Ball Z Abridged. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Okay, I haven't watched one of those videos, but I've seen them floating around.
You have to. It's one of my favorite things. Period. Like it is amazing. It is hilarious. It's something I've been watching for almost as long as I've been watching like Dragon Ball. Like it started in like 2011. I was 11 then. It's about the same time. It's incredible. It's amazing. So I'll give it to that. And then my other runner up is Titans on DC Universe. It was really, 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 really good. I was shocked. I was not expecting it to be good.
You sounded like Carly Rae Jepsen just then.
Thank you.
really like you.
Man, you must really like Carly Jepsen to.
No, I don't. It's
remember
just I
that.
hear that song in every mall in America.
Sure, because you put it on your playlist. Is that what you're saying?
Nobody puts
How
it
do
on
you
their
know the
playlist.
exact number of reallys?
Yeah, he actually nailed it.
Because I heard it in every freaking commercial and mall in America this year.
I don't know if I necessarily believe you.
You don't believe me? Fine. Don't believe me.
Okay. But yeah, I thought Titans was just so well done. It was really surprising. I'm just looking forward to whatever it's called, Young Justice. I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped for it. It's gonna be amazing. And then my winner was Daredevil season 3 because it's
obviously
perfect and I loved it. That's all I got.
for sure. All right. Do you have a worst?
No, I
Finn?
do not. I
Oh,
can't think of
yeah,
anything
I
off the
think
top of
you
my
do.
head.
All right. I don't think actually. I might have a worst. So runner up would be
Are you eating right now, bro?
probably
Right.
no.
It's like,
Dude, my runner up would be
runner up, please.
My runner up is Daredevil season 3. And like I feel
Wow.
I feel bad not putting it as number 1, but there's a show I've been watching for like 5 years now that really like I think I need to put it number 1 that wrapped up. But so Daredevil, I mean, it's a perfect show, like literally. And I know Alex doesn't, but I actually really like the Elektra bits. So
like them
I'm
too. They
just
weren't
a
bad.
huge fan of Daredevil. And then for me, number 1 is a show on Netflix, or it's actually ABC, that Disney canceled, or no, it didn't cancel. Anyway, called Once Upon a Time, which like I have been,
Wow.
I know.
Bro, did you really put Once Upon a Time over Daredevil?
Yeah,
I can't
it's
handle
so
it. I'm hanging up this phone.
good.
Bro, Finn, what is wrong with this boy?
Aiden. Why, dude?
Why do you always disappoint us like this? Mamma
It's
Mia.
so good. It's so
I watched.
good. Mamma Mia
I
is
watched like seasons. I didn't like it that much, dude.
Oh my
And
gosh.
You know who actually really likes it too that I've talked to about? Simon Hill.
That's awesome.
It's just
oh my
hilarious.
gosh.
But anyway, I don't know.
love
I've been
that
watching it for
character.
like 5 years and it finally ended, and I really love
The
that show.
How was the ending?
disrespect towards Daredevil.
Yeah, I love Daredevil too. I feel
How was the
bad
ending,
putting it
Aiden?
not as number 1. It was really good. It wrapped up like really well, I think, which I was nervous about, but it was good. And then I'd have to say, worst is definitely Titans. I'm kidding. I'm just trying to see what Finn would say.
Man, my worst is a show I've never watched and never will watch.
Yeah. No, I feel bad, but I definitely did watch spoiler scenes online of the
What the heck?
Dude,
Dude, it was a great final
like,
episode.
it was like on recommended YouTube. Is it the 11th episode is the last one? Or no? I watched the one
What?
where
The Batman episode?
yeah, I watched that one.
That's the last episode. Yeah,
I watched a lot of clips of it, of like what happens. I'm a little confused. I should probably watch the whole first season.
You should.
But yeah, so I actually don't have a worst. I don't think there's any
I also
show.
want to throw in another runner-up, if that's okay.
Oh, okay.
I want to give it to My Hero Academia season 3.
I love that show. Although Midoriya stopped crying every 5 minutes.
So
Bro.
Alex only likes his dark characters. He can't have.
I don't even need him to be dark. Goku isn't crying every 5 minutes.
Ooh. Shots fired.
What?
Yeah, but yeah, that's my other runner-up. Okay, let's do it. Let's get into, I think, probably the second biggest category behind Figure of the Year is Film of the Year. I'm going last in this topic. No buts, no ifs, ands.
I'm going first. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, no.
For me, no, I do. I was never mind. Number 1 for me. Ooh, okay, no, runner up. Runner up was Mission Impossible Fallout.
Wow, I wanted it so bad.
It's so good. Like I really love that movie. Like the stunts, just the story. I really, really liked it. It was a really well done movie and like very gritty and realistic, kind of like the Bourne movies. One of the best Mission Impossibles for sure. So there was that, and then I'd say my favorite. My favorites, obviously, I think we all can pretty much agree, except for Finn. I don't know which 2 he's gonna pick, but Infinity War was definitely by far my favorite movie. Like there was no question. So good. And I don't think I have a runner-up. I was gonna put Aquaman as runner-up. If you guys haven't seen it, it's actually an amazing, like it's such a good movie.
I haven't
The
seen it
visual
yet.
effects are stunning. Like, not gonna lie, I really, really love the visual effects. But I don't know if it deserves runner-up completely. I mean, it's a great movie, so I wouldn't really give that second runner-up. And then worst movie, it's a tough one. I'm trying to think. I think Holmes and Watson. I really love Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly, but Holmes and Watson was just such a miss. Like, it's an 8% on Rotten Tomatoes. Have you guys seen the trailer for that? It's Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly. It's like it's an 8% on Rotten Tomatoes, and like it's just not that good. What?
Have you watched it?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, I thought you were just saying like, yeah, my work.
No. Oh, runner up. Sorry, I forgot a runner up. Mamma Mia 2.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I hate you.
Bro.
Oh, and should I put runner up a 3 as Greatest Showman or no?
Don't you dare.
Okay, I'll get into mine now.
Did you know? Wait, hold on. I have to say something to Finn real fast. Did you know the Greatest Showman album was the best album of the year? It literally sold 5.2 million units, and it was the best. Yeah, it was the highest album. Greatest Showman. Over Beer Bongs, Bentleys, Astro World, XXXTentacion, Edge, like all of
XXXTentacion? Who the heck is that?
X's question mark album was actually pretty good. I didn't like Skins, but the question was pretty good actually.
I did too. Anyway,
okay.
Yeah.
So, Alex, take it away.
Yeah, so for my runner-up, it is Black Panther. And I know people are going to be like, oh my God, the movie's so overrated. Like, yeah,
what are you talking about?
It is a little. It is a little. I thought it was amazing, but it is a tiny bit overhyped.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. I mean, a whole bunch of black people saw it, so obviously it's going to get overhyped. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, don't agree with me, Aiden. No, I'm joking.
Whoa! I did not give you the right to agree with me.
No, but the movie was still pretty great. I mean, I almost put Michael B. Jordan on my runner-up, but Kingpin, but his Killmonger was very great. I also, as a black person, you can kind of pick up on some of the little things, like the fact that the final fight was basically in an underground railroad,
Oh, wow. That's actually awesome.
Yeah, it's on an underground railroad. Killmonger, I mean, this is hard to pick up. I'm not saying any of this stuff is hard to pick up, but Killmonger is like a little bit more of a gangster type person. And the kind of message that they're trying to say is that we as black people don't exactly know that we're kind of, in a sense, royalty, in cases. I'm not saying like legitimately, but like you don't really know exactly what you are because of your environment and where you are and stuff like that. And just kind of Killmonger's body language compared to T'Chaka's I really liked. I really liked Chadwick Boseman and Michael B. Jordan, how they stacked up. I didn't ever really feel like it was one-sided in a way, if that makes any sense.
For sure.
Like, if you look at Batman and Joker, it looks like Batman would beat the living tar out of the Joker. Or, you look at, Thor and Hulk or, something like that. Just like random mashups. You look at Thor and Thanos, But the way that they stacked up to each other, I was like, yo, this could be like a real fight. Like, it don't look like the hero is just going to win or the villain's just going to win. Like, this looks like either one of them could take each other out. Like, it really looked like an even matchup. I just really liked both of their presence and things like that. The CGI was a little kind of iffy at some parts, especially the final fight. But I really like some of the hidden messages. I used to have a note of some of the ones that I picked out that were just like, man, like this is a Marvel film. Like, you know what I mean? Like this kind of reminds me of something that would come out of a Get Out or something like that,
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, and for my winner, it's obviously Infinity War. Obviously. That film was amazing. So I did not know how they could, after watching it, I was like, how did they pull that off? How did they pull?
Are you nervous for the second one, or are you like, I'm confident they're gonna do well?
I'm a little nervous because I feel like right now the second one can seem very predictable compared to the first. Because the first, it was like Thanos did. Right, yeah. Not only, I mean, there was some stuff that we kind of predicted as fans, like Thanos is gonna snap. and do the snap, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. But like nobody predicted he was gonna throw Gamora off a cliff, or
that many characters would die.
Right, that many characters would die, or that somebody would literally hand him an Infinity Stone, or that Scarlet Witch would be the one to try and destroy the Mind Stone, or something
or that
like
it would be destroyed and then reversed back in time and then pulled out of the head again, like.
Right, yeah. So I think there was a lot of stuff that happened in that movie that became like very unpredictable. So I'm not saying that they're not going to do that for the next one. I'm just worried because I feel like we know that they're just going to defeat Thanos. Like we just know that, Like in Infinity War, we didn't know that. We didn't know if they were going to defeat him, if he was going to die in the end, if he was going to snap, if someone else was going to do the snap. I don't know why, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like this film could possibly be more predictable than Infinity War. So that's one thing I'm worried about, but I'm still excited for it. So yeah, Infinity War was just amazing. The music was great. The acting was great. I've been wanting to, I've said before I want to be a director, and I really have this idea for a movie I want to do with angels. And I feel like in my head, that movie seemed incredibly impossible to do. But after seeing Infinity War, I feel like I can actually make that movie now,
Yeah. For sure.
But yeah,
awesome,
Finn, you want to do yours?
Of course.
Worst.
Yeah, I didn't really see a whole lot of bad films this year, but if it would be the films that I saw, I would give it to Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Wow.
What?
I liked it. It just
agree.
It was
did disagree, my friend.
I liked it. It's just I didn't like the villains. They made Ant-Man just seem like more of a buffoon than he ever has been. And nobody was really all that compelling to me, especially compared to the other movies like Black Panther and Infinity War. I wasn't really compelled. It just kind of felt like we need something light because all the little kids are scared because people were turning into dust. And we just need something goofy. And hey, what's happening to this character? I like the end credit scene. I liked most parts of the movie. It's not bad. It was probably the worst one I saw this year because
least favorite, you should say. Like
yeah.
That's probably more accurate. But yeah, for sure.
Y'all seem really offended by that.
I'm not really offended. It's just kind of like I'm gonna say my worst before I say anything, and I feel like that deserves it more. Can I get my worst?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Venom, bro.
Oh, well, I didn't see Venom. That's why. Yeah, I told you I didn't see a lot of films.
Everyone's like, here's the thing with Venom. You just have to, it's campy. And if you just can enjoy it like that, you can't. I'm like, I try to enjoy it like it was like a campy movie, and it wasn't even fun. Like
that's funny.
There were parts about it that I really liked, and there are parts about it that I really didn't like. So, I mean, like I said, I didn't see that many movies. But yeah, that's my worst. Runner up.
I'm really curious what your top two are going to be because I know which two they are. I'm just curious the order.
Runner up is Infinity War.
I knew it. God, I knew it.
Yeah. Any other comic book, pretty much like any other comic movie in the last couple of years would not be able to dethrone Infinity War as a winner. But yeah, Infinity War was incredible. It was pretty much almost perfect. Like I loved everything about it. I really don't have any gripes with the movie. Like, I don't really have any flaws that bring it down. I just like the other movie more. You know what I'm saying?
The only thing I did notice, and this is just really nitpicky, is that in Wakanda, it was daytime when Thanos snapped, and it was also daytime in New York.
Yeah. Well, I don't care about that.
Yeah, I mean, I was just saying. That's nitpicky.
That's like nitpicky on a whole new level.
That's ultimate nitpick. Yeah, and then my winner is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
What? I'm joking.
I'm just kidding. I think this might be my favorite comic book film, period. Like, it might be. It is that
I need to stop listening to all this hype because it's going to probably...
Yeah, you really do. Don't go in with that big expectations. Enjoy it for what it is. I just think it is like groundbreaking. Just seeing Miles, one of my favorite characters, portrayed so well. Like, it just...
I think we need to stop with the praise though, because Sony has very big heads, and they might.
Good. Hey, if they're making movies like this, still, I mean, honestly, let them keep them. Like, I would rather see. This is a perfect movie to me. It is literally perfect, flawless. If they keep making flawless Spider-Man animated movies, they can keep the rights. Like, I don't care. I want more movies like this. Like this is made by the same people who made the Lego movie, and Lego movie is one of my favorite movies. Like,
oh yeah, I really like the Lego movie.
And I don't even like Legos that much. I just love the Lego movie. Like Phil Lord and Chris Miller, or whatever, are just amazing. So good. This movie blew me away. Like I will never be able to forget the experience that I had with this movie. I've seen it 3 times now, and I wanted to see it again. Like I haven't.
My God.
Like I'm ready. Like
I haven't seen it once.
I'm like, yeah, and every single time I appreciate it even more. Like how I feel about it now, I feel even more. I like it even more than when I saw it the first time. Amazing.
Do you have a worst?
Venom.
Oh right, my bad.
All good, dude. All good. Import of the year is our next category. But yeah, everyone go see Into the Spider-Verse, please.
Wait, did Aiden do his? I can't remember.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I did
first.
Oh, okay.
Aiden, you want to take it away for Import of the Year?
Yeah. Okay. So this is gonna be a tough one. Really tough one.
Wait, I have a quick question, real quick. Does SHF count as an import?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Anything but domestic. Wait, is Mezco import?
But basically, yeah, I would say so.
Mezco's import? Oh. Okay.
Oh, maybe not. Then maybe not. Do we not want to count Mezco?
Let's just not, because I don't.
Thank God.
I'd have to change my whole list.
Nother plane. Yeah, they're on a whole nother playing field, dude.
Basically, like SHF, Mayfex, Reveltech, that.
Figma. Yeah.
Figma for sure. Yeah.
NECA. Is NECA?
No.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so my runner-up. I think I'm gonna stick with figures I have because it'd be a little too difficult, I think, to do
For
figures
sure.
I don't have. So wait. Okay, never mind. We're gonna roll with it. Okay. So runner up for me, they're both by the same company, but runner up for me would have to be the this is so tough. Definitely. I feel bad saying this, but the Joker, the 2.0 Joker from Mayfex, Dark Knight.
Why do you feel bad saying that?
Well, because I feel like I could also give it to like figures I don't have, but I want to stick to figures I have.
I kind of do too. I feel like it makes more sense.
I'm gonna do figures I don't have because I don't get many imports.
Dude, do your thing.
Yeah. So anyway, yes, because I love Mayfex. Like something they're doing, it kind of sucks, but if you have the time, the money, like you're gonna save up, it's really worth it. Is they're basically spreading accessories through figures. So like this Mayfex 2.0 Joker is amazing. Like he comes with so many cards, the bazooka, the like guns he comes with, the heads, just amazing figure. And I think what makes it even better, which I still don't have, is the Cop Joker figure, because he comes with this basically like the jackalus arms to go on the Mayfex 2.0, and like that basically rendition of this figure, like that suit is like amazing. Like if you guys have seen the photos done with that Joker without his jacket on, it's so good. So I think that's gonna have to take second place, and then first place for me again, Mayfex again with the Dark Knight 3.0 figure. That thing is insane. Like I'm planning to do like a shot with my camera really close up of that face, because I saw a picture of it compared to the Hot Toys, and I honestly like the Hot Toys 1.6, and I honestly prefer Mayfex's to the Hot Toys 1.6.
Wow.
It's that good. Like the accessories it comes with is insane. He comes with like a ton of batarangs, all his guns, like the heads he comes with like the it's kind of like the detective mode or whatever from Arkham with those like eyes, in the Dark Knight. Then he comes with a mad face and then a regular face, and like the wired cape is insane. Just like the look and texture of like the whole figure, and basically the sculpt on it is like flawless. 5 FPS out of 5. That's like my favorite probably like figure.
That's awesome. That's so cool.
Sweet.
Now,
What's your do you have a
I'd
worst?
have to say,
I
worst.
don't think I have a worst. No, I have to think about it.
I think
don't
I
have
have
a
a
worst.
worst. I'm just like, again, I mean, I feel a little bad giving it worst, but I mean, it's I guess it's neither here nor there. My worst for me would be the Mayfex Bane figure.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and the reason why is he looks great in photos, but like in person, the way they scaled him with Batman, he's actually like a little shorter than Batman, I think. I'm like almost 100% sure. And like his arms don't look that big. And like, I mean, I'm not looking for like comic Bane where he's like, huge. I just want him to like look in scale with the movie version with the Batman. So like pretty big arms, he's got like kind of like the big stature. The coat and like the vest and everything, like all the interchangeable parts are awesome. That's just like kind of bugs me that he's so much smaller than Batman in like comparison. And then also for me, the bare arms that aren't the jacketed arms are super loose. So it's like getting him in position without hiding gaps is really like they have gaps too. So like that really bugs me when I want to do like photos of him without his jacket on. So those, again, all Mafex. Mafex had a really good year, I think, this year. I think what's funny is they basically like SH Figuarts announces their figures and then Mafex basically like pulls from them and they're like, okay, this is what SH Figuarts screwed up on. Let's fix it and release the figure. Like, I mean, this should have definitely made my list, but I didn't own it because I didn't put it on there. But the Mafex Spider-Man Homecoming figure is amazing. I don't know if that was this year or not. I'm trying to think. I could be wrong. Probably am wrong. That was probably last year. But that's like a good example of Mafex basically looking at SH Figuarts' Homecoming figure and then like, all right, let's improve on this. Let's make this better. And then like releasing it. So yeah, that's my list.
It's a good list. Alex, you want to go?
Yeah. For my runner-up, it is the SHF Infinity War Hulk. I don't own either of these in my category, but that thing looks sweet, man. The pictures I've seen, the Amazings pictures, Al Chang, Toy Soldiers pictures, they just look so dope. I really want to like actually just go to someone's place and just like pose that thing just one time because that just looks epic. You know, especially since Immortal Hulk was my runner-up for comics, and I'm really liking that run. So yeah, that thing looks pretty sweet. And then for my winner, it is I believe this came out this year. It is the Amazing Yamaguchi Carnage. That was this year, right?
Yeah, that was this year. Yep.
Yeah, Carnage. I put that thing on my Christmas list. I didn't get it, but it's going on my birthday list though. Yeah. That thing is so sweet. Gosh, I really want that. I really wanted Spider-Man at first, but if I can only get one of those Yamaguchi figures, then it's definitely going to be Carnage because that's just the best Carnage I've ever seen.
It's incredible.
I don't have a worst, so yeah, that's my list for that.
For sure.
Cool.
I feel you. I don't have a worst either. Here we go. Runner up for my import of the year is the SH Figuarts Goku Saiyan Raised on Earth figure. It's like $35. It was probably my first pre-order actually. Yeah, it was my first ever successful pre-order. I just love this figure so much. It is my favorite Goku figure in my collection. Actually, tied with Awakening Goku, but I love it so much. It is just incredible. For the price, you can't beat it's such a good deal. You can't beat the price. Like $35 for an import that's that good is incredible. And you can find it at Barnes & Noble, which is really nice. Just an incredible figure. Love it so much. And then my import of the year is Revoltech Carnage.
Yeah.
It is insane. I think it's better than the Venom, but by a smidge. But I think it's just incredible. I love it so much. Yep. That's pretty much what I got. We're gonna do Bath.
Yeah.
Okay, who wants to go first?
I'll go first, because why not?
Okay.
So Mass, it took me a while to kind of get this, and it might be just a little bit of a whack list just because 8 million waves came out this year, so it's kind of hard to sort of decide. This is one of the harder ones to decide for me, but runner-up, I have the Lizard Bath. I believe that came out this year, kind of, right? No?
Yeah, it did. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Either way, yeah.
Yeah, the Lizard Bath. That thing looks sick. Obviously, I don't own most of the figure stuff. I don't own on these categories. But that thing just looks super sweet. I really like the mod where he can stand up a bit more. The detail is nice. Yeah, it just looks pretty sweet. And then my winner is the Sauron Bath.
Wow.
That thing looks freaking awesome. I've all the pictures I've seen of it are just phenomenal. That's one bath that I kind of really want to get from this year. That looks super sick. Adam Smith's photo he did with Wolverine running away from him, it was just dope. I've been sold on that thing. The Sauron bath.
Oh yeah, is this your number one or runner up?
That's my number one.
What was your runner up?
Where were you? My runner up was Lizard.
Oh, okay, yeah, sweet.
I was thinking of the Pancheezy photo where it's the classic panel where he's like,
"Oh yeah,
I don't want to cure cancer. I want to turn people into dinosaurs."
Yeah. For my worst, now, don't hate me, I'm putting it on here to kind of put it as a testament to how good Hasbro has been this year and these past couple years. And my worst is the SPDR.
Wow.
Figure. And that's because
understandable.
It's a good bath. It's just not the best. But that really shows how good Hasbro has been this year. Because if SPDR is the worst bath that they did this year, in my opinion, then they've been killing it. So, yeah.
For real.
Aiden, you want to do yours?
I want to go next.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Aiden, you have to go last one of these times, man.
I've been going last a couple of times.
Do you want to go first? Do you want to go next?
No. You go.
Okay. I just want to change it up a little bit.
For sure.
Here we go. Sorry, my list just crashed. Okay. My runner-up is SPDR. I don't own it, but the pieces that I do have, I think are awesome. And I'm just a huge fan of SPDR from the books that I've read, and so I think that gives me a little bit like a lot of connection to the character, and it looks like it's represented really well. The only thing that would make it better if there was like an articulated Penny Parker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to get that one that came with like the cheap toy or whatever from like, you know what I mean? Like the basic SPDR from the movie. I want to get that Penny Parker and try to put it with that. Yeah, so that's my runner up. And then my bath of the year is Lizard. It was the only bath that I actually completed that was from this year. And I think that I also have some more like emotional connection to that because I actually bought it and completed it. Yeah. And I'm a huge fan of the Lizard. I had an older like Hasbro or Toy Biz Lizard, but I got rid of it a long time ago. I wish I didn't, but I just think this one is just so awesome. I just love it. It photographs really well. The only problem with it is the legs. I mean, but besides that, it's literally a perfect Lizard figure. I love it so much. I think it's amazing. I think it looks just so good. My worst is Cull Obsidian. It looks so
I really like that one. I actually really like that.
I don't own it, so I don't know. But I mean, the piece that I have it just looks so dull. And it just looks so like boring. And I don't care that much about the Black Order. I mean,
yeah,
as much. Cull Obsidian is the one I probably care about like the least, or maybe like Corvus Glaive. But he's just so boring. And I wanted to give someone the worst. And yeah,
I can't wait for Ebony Maw though. Ebony Maw's gonna be sick.
He looks amazing.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, runner up for me is probably gonna go to. I'm just trying to like. This is hard for me. This is my second probably hardest category to do. But I'd have to say, in terms of like also ones I have, like I'm going to do the one I have, kind of like Finn, like a sentimental attachment will kind of be number one. But I'd say for runner up, I'd give it to Lizard. Looks great. I think most of the pieces. I'm missing only like one or two. I'll probably hopefully be completing that soon. But I just think Lizard looks so cool for sure. So I'm super happy with Lizard. And then number one for me will definitely 110% have to be Apocalypse.
Looks amazing.
I think the thing for me is I don't love how Apocalypse, this bath isn't huge. You know, I love the Toy Biz look of him being like ginormous, but I think it's really nice, especially for toy photography, because capturing that huge Apocalypse is so difficult to do. Especially when you're like using him in Marvel Legends. That's like having a Hot Toys and a Marvel Legend like in the same photo. Like you have to really get out for a while. Like your backdrop has to be huge. So it's kind of a pain. And so having like a smaller Apocalypse is awesome. And I also love just like his look. I love the shiny blue armor. I love like the face sculpt is great, like the angry face. I just love all the possibilities with a lot of the X-Men we got this year, like Psylocke and just a lot of X-Men like Phoenix that work really well with Apocalypse. And I also love, in part because I also have the Archangel figure that came with that accessory for Apocalypse, that like claw hand, and that's just like a cool thing to have on him too. So I think that's why Apocalypse. Again, this is also I feel like I completed 2 Build-A-Figures this year, but this was definitely like for me a really sentimental one because like I worked really, you know, like just really getting all these figures, and this wave is one of the best waves this year. I mean, just look at the roster, Psylocke, Wolverine, like the whole wave was just stellar. So I think they really like helped with this also Build-A-Figure like pick. And then worst, I'd have to give to Okoye. She came out at the very beginning of the year, but I mean, we're getting Dora Milaje right now.
Kind of last year.
Well, like it was at a very
it was like
end of last year, but like January, like December. It was literally like right about now is when it was coming out in stores. This whole wave, and it stayed for a while. But I just think we're getting Dora Milaje now, and I just think it was so like that could have been a figure on its own. There was really no need to make that a Build-A-Figure. Build-A-Figure should be big, important characters like Kingpin, Rhino. You know, just some examples of great Build-A-Figures past and now. And I really think that like they kind of dropped the ball on that Build-A-Figure. Like even the M'Baku one that's coming out with the Black Panther Wave 2, I think is a better like Build-A-Figure because it's more of like kind of a bigger, badder figure than Okoye was.
Yeah, I feel you. I really like it. That's like the only BAF that I've ever completed in my entire life.
That's a good point. Yeah, for sure.
So I really like it just on that level, but also the face sculpt and paint is just amazing. Like
for sure.
For the Chadwick alternate head from that wave, which looks nothing like him at all, to that, it's kind of like, what were y'all doing in the factory that you or the design process that you made Okoye look exactly like Denai Guerrera, but then the Black Panther unmasked head looks nothing like Chadwick Boseman at all.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. Those are all really good picks, though. I think there was a really good year for BAFs. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Okay, we got 3 categories left, guys. Legend of the Year, Company of the Year, and Figure of the Year.
Oh, my God.
Are we ready to get into Legend of the Year?
Yeah. This is my hardest category by far, 100%.
Aiden, why don't you do it then, man?
All right. Oh, man, this is so difficult. Damn. There's so many great figures this year. I'm going to start out with Psylocke, Bishop, like just great X-Men. The whole, I can't give it to him, but the whole Fantastic Four team came out this year. AIM 2-packs, like it's just been an amazing year for Legends. I'm just going to start out with saying that. That being said, my probably runner-up is going to have to be The Thing. The Thing was an amazing figure this year. I mean, like if you guys I think, do we all own it? I know I do. Finn does.
I don't.
Alex doesn't. Okay. Like the sculpt, the heads, just everything, the articulation, it's stellar on this figure. This is completely no reused parts. I mean, they knocked it out of the park with this one for sure. And then my number one definitely will go to the Tiger Stripe Wolverine from the Apocalypse Wave. I just think the aesthetic look of that figure and like we finally have a perfect Wolverine. Like the brown suit Wolverine from the Juggernaut wasn't like the perfect Wolverine for a long time, but it just didn't capture like the classic, like the look that everyone wanted from their Wolverine. And I feel like they completely nailed the Tiger Stripe with the claws, like the boots, like the color scheme, the head with like the little bit of snarl. So like it can either be kind of mute, like, pretty laid back, or it can be fighting. It doesn't like take us like one of the things for me with the Juggernaut that was a problem was it was such a like regular head. Like he literally was just so plain faced, like he could just be in any neutral setting. But I think like how they made kind of a snarl on this one makes it like he can kind of be in a neutral setting, smoking a cigar or something, or he can be fighting. Like it works for both. And so I really, really, really love that figure. For sure. That's like one of the gems of my collection. And then I'd have to say the worst Marvel Legend of the year. Oh my God, there's so many. It's like hard to pick. And like, oh damn. I'd have to say the worst Marvel Legend personally for me would have to be the this is I'd have to give it to the Psylocke, but like but you have to hear me out for a second. Hear me out for a second. Just there's probably more worse ones that I can't think of, probably by far. But I don't own them, so like I'm just looking at my collection right now, and I'm like, okay, which one would I give the worst? And the reason why is because they kind of messed up her look in terms of they shouldn't have given us a variant. I feel like they should have given us the purple hair on the blue body instead of the purple hair, purple body, black hair, blue body. Because I feel like having the other Psylocke and like being able to put the purple hair on the blue body, that's like the perfect Psylocke. And I feel like having it with the black, like just having two variants that should be actually one figure, I feel like was kind of like a screw up on Hasbro's part, even though like the figure itself with the parts and the paint job is like spot on and amazing. And again, this is off like me looking at my collection, like which one would I, actually there's so many I could give worse to. I don't know why I gave it to Psylocke. Oh well, it's fine. I'm gonna roll with it. But yeah, so I feel like for that reason, she shouldn't get worse. But I did it, so it's fine. Anyway.
Okay, Finn.
You want me to go?
Yeah, you go.
Sounds good. Runner up, Doc Ock, which sounds surprising. It's my favorite villain of all time in comics, and if I'm Diego Carlos helping me do the Weisman mod.
The Weisman.
The Weisman
Diego
mod.
Carlos helping me do the mod, and whenever that happens, I think it'll probably be my favorite. But at this point, with the clause it has, Doc Ock, I love it. All of these I love. They're like perfect legends, like all three of these. My other runner-up is Mysterio.
Yep, I was gonna put him up there.
He's
but
incredible.
I decided not.
Oh my goodness, it's incredible. I just wish I had a cloth cape for it.
Same, dude.
He's amazing, dude. It's so good. And then my Legend of the Year is actually The Thing. I just think the bang for your buck, like the two heads, the 3 different hands or whatever, or I guess the 2 different hands. It's incredible, and just the sheer size, paint, articulation, and everything is just insanity. I absolutely love it so much. It's awesome.
Do you have a worst?
Yeah, Infinity War Captain America.
Oh, that's a good one. I should put that as worst. That's a really good one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I feel like the body's not that bad though. Like if you get a custom head, you could use that for the most part.
But he didn't he not even come with a shield?
He came with 2 shields, but they're not even movie shields.
Oh,
they're like
yeah,
these
gotcha.
ones.
Gotcha. Yeah, it sucked. Terrible.
For mine, I have like 3 little ones, for runner-up and for winner. So they're kind of like in third, second, and first. So for third, I have the Walgreens Silver Surfer because I really, really like that figure, man. The paint is fantastic. I like the amount of accessories. I really hope that they do a classic Doctor Strange with that amount of hands and effects, because that would be really dope. But yeah, I really like that figure. He's very photogenic to me. I love kind of lighting him up with different colors and stuff like that and putting him in space and all that. I only wish that the board had more than 1 peg on it, so that way I could have different places that I can put him on the board instead of just one, but I really like that figure. And for second place, I have The Thing. I don't own The Thing, but the photos I've seen of that thing are just amazing. That it looks super dope, man. I really want to get that at some point. I got to finish up my Fantastic Four team. I have Reed. I have a Human Torch. I don't really think I need the Hasbro one. I just need to get The Thing and Sue, and then it's over. All I need is Hasbro.
Team, Finn, or no?
Do I have the whole team?
Yeah.
No, I don't have Sue or Johnny. I want Invisible Woman a lot. The Human Torch looks kind of doo-doo, so I don't know. But I really want to get the Invisible Woman.
I have everyone but Silver Surfer.
Oh, he's amazing, dude.
Yeah, so you got to cop that. Sure. And my winner, it's another figure I don't own, but I really want to own, is Omega Red.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay.
I really like that thing, man. That new mold, and we hardly see big body molds from Hasbro that have butterfly joints. And that's super cool. He looks very photogenic. I really want to get him so that way I can have him fight my Wolverine. I love the tentacles. I love the options that we have. And that body mold is just super sick to me. I really want to play around with that thing. For worst, I had the Infinity War Iron Man. That thing
that's a good one.
That thing is garbage, man. I don't even that whole wave was just a letdown.
I would go, Alex, if I were you, I don't know if you have it, but I'd sub that out for the 3-pack version of him, because he has that light up feature in his chest, and he has no chest crunch articulation at all.
Yeah,
it's so bad.
For a wave that's supposed to be correlated with one of the biggest movies to come out this year, like one of the most anticipated movies to come out this year, it's just sad how that wave turned out. It's just like
the second one I actually kind of like, the close Thor and Black Widow, but yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I really want to get that Thor and the Black Widow. I'm glad I got the Black Knight. I definitely want to get Ant-Man too. See, that's the type of wave that I want.
I'm not a fan of any of the Thors really that came out this year.
I really like that the one with Stormbreaker.
I love that Thor. The one,
that looks so sick. I mean, I would switch the head out, but I really like the armor with the black scales and stuff.
Yeah, if he had a cloth cape, that figure would be one of the top ones for me.
I really like that. I just kind of want to get a Mjolnir for him, and maybe like a longer haired head sculpt, and I just make that my Thor figure, because the Marvel Select is pretty cool, but he's just so big You know?
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
I have this like the stupid one. Remember, Alex, I was telling you about because I have the build a figure piece you need, but I have like the one
yeah.
from Allfather, and that figure is just dude.
Yeah, I
Oh
don't
my
like
god.
that. But anyway, yeah, that was my list. That Iron Man is garbage.
For sure.
For sure. This and that. We're gonna do company of the year next, and then figure of the year. Company of the year. This one was hard because I didn't really have any like, oh, that should win, or oh, that's terrible. Like this one was just kind of like I don't really know what to say for this one. So my runner up would be Mayfex, just because it just looked like they had a really good year.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it looked like they did really well. And then company is just Hasbro, just because I really enjoyed a lot of the waves they put out. Yeah, I mean, there's no definitive reason why they're better than everyone else. Like, I want to give it to Tamashi too, but I can't really think of a reason why.
Yeah.
But I did think Hasbro just had a lot of great stuff with all the Legends and Black Series stuff. Like, I thought they were awesome.
Yeah, for sure. Worst?
I don't really have a worst. I don't really know what to do. Maybe like Soap Studios. That
Bro,
that's a good one.
I would say that's such a good one.
Like, I just thought of it right now, like just this second. I was like, ugh.
I'm putting Soap Studios as mine now. Consider that stolen.
It was ugly. That's all I got though.
Yeah. I'll do mine. So my runner up is SHF. I really like their stuff, man, from the Street Fighter stuff to the DBZ stuff. I think they're, you know, constantly killing it. They have some hang-ups sometimes, yeah, but I really like their stuff. You know, I think that's all I have to say about that. But my winner is Hasbro. Hasbro continues to kill it. You know, they have, you know, all of these different characters every year. They do like 5,000 waves a year, and there's always great characters in there. Well, most of the time, there's great characters in there.
Yeah,
I really like, and you know, it's probably the most affordable line out right now, kind of.
100%.
And I do not have a worst, but I do now. Soap Studios. Those head sculpts on Soap Studios are just like, ugh. Like, what even is that likeness? Sure. Yeah.
100%. So for mine, I have kind of a top three type of thing, you know, 3, 2, 1. So my third would be Mezco. I think they had a pretty great year in terms of a lot of their like cloth goods and like, I mean, they just had like a lot of cool figures kind of coming out that were pretty cool. Like all their Wolverines, their Old Man Logan came out this year. That was an amazing figure. I know their Special Ops Punisher came out Comic-Con time. I think they had one earlier. Their Michael Myers. I mean, I think they really were hitting home to a lot of people. And yes, they had like delays and some website problems, but I think like in terms of figures, they were pretty good. And then to my
website problems,
a very lot, and I experienced quite a few of those. But yeah, so then I'd say number 2, I would normally give it to SHF, but I feel like this year they kind of had, I mean, it was a pretty good year, but they had like, it was kind of a dull year in my opinion. Like they didn't have a ton come out that was like amazing. And I really feel like where they hit home and like where everything was like, okay, this is going to be crazy is in like one of their most recent reveals where they literally like revealed like at least 100 figures or something, like all their like Star Wars. Remember we talked about on the podcast, it was like, I forget what convention it was at, but they like revealed so many figures, but that's all for next year. It's like all the Captain Marvel stuff, like all the Avengers Infinity War, like Nick Fury, the Winter Soldier, the Captain Americas, like all of that stuff just was revealed. So I think like next year's going to be a great year for SHF, especially like Marvel fans of SHF. But I feel like this year, like they didn't really hit home for me. And I feel like Mayfex really did, because I feel like SHF is more about quantity and a little less about quality. And I feel like Mayfex is kind of the opposite, because like if you notice, like Mayfex doesn't bust out figures like SH Figuarts do. Like if you think about SH Figuarts, I mean, they come out with so many Dragon Ball Z figures, so many Star Wars figures, so many Marvel, and Mayfex is really like kind of like, oh, we're going to pick one figure here to do, one figure here. And SHF is kind of spread out. And I mean, I still think SHF's like quality is amazing. Like their face sculpts are really, that likeness is amazing. Like the Harry Potter figures, like they just do a really good job of that. But I feel like Mayfex, like they have the ability to like, again, like I said, like they took the SH Figuarts Iron Spider is a great figure, but like I feel like the paint's not as shiny and like as it looks in the movie, you know, and the legs are a little like they're not long enough, they're pretty short. So I feel like SH Figuarts kind of dropped the ball a little bit on that figure, and I feel like Mayfex looked at it and realized what they needed to improve on, and then released at least the promo images. I still think they have yet to release it of their Mayfex Iron Spidey. So I think like they're really good at like picking what figure they want to do and then just perfecting it. So I think that's why I'll give them number 2. And the number 1 has to go to Hasbro. I mean, their Black Series photo printing tech that they've been like perfecting is off the charts. I mean, that Ray figure almost contends with SH Figuarts. It's like the face printing is so good. And like just all of like Black Series been killing it with their archive collection, stuff like that. Marvel Legends. I mean, there's not even like there's too much to say. They're all the waves they've been putting out, all the build of figures. I don't think there's been truly a figure that's been completely garbage at all. I honestly don't think there's any figure this year made by Hasbro that's ever been completely like this figure shouldn't be bought, shouldn't be made. Like it's that bad. Like
Infinity War Iron Man.
But I feel like it's there, like the sculpt is there. If you took a black wash or like you repainted him in metallic red, it would be a fairly good figure.
It's not even just the sculpt or the paint. It's all of it and the articulation.
That's okay. That's a fair point. But I feel like it's not that bad a figure where it shouldn't have been made though. Like where it's like it literally triggers you so much, like some of the old Hasbro figures, like Wolverine, or at least me personally. But
I agree on that.
Yeah, but like, so I think both Black Series and Marvel Legends owned by Hasbro, they just, I mean, like I wasn't a big Black Series person, you know, again, mostly because I couldn't really do any Star Wars shots until pretty recently. But like now, like looking at all of their like face printing tech on the Imperial people, their newest Darth Vader killed it for 40th anniversary. I think they're really improving on what they did. And like, I mean, their like first edition Han Solo, the one I have from New Hope, isn't that great a figure, but like their new Bespin one, or I wouldn't say is it Bespin, like the Cloud City one, looks amazing. Like the face printing tech on that Han and the Leia look great. But yeah, so I feel like that's my list. Worst, I don't think I have a worst. No company. I'm gonna put McFarlane because
they've been like stepping up with them Fortnite stuff though.
That's it.
But that's the thing. They stepped up with the Fortnite stuff, and then they went back down for the Call of Duty. Like, why would you do that? Why would
that
you
makes no sense.
Go so high and like give that much articulation and then bring it right back down? Like that makes no sense for a company to do.
And the Game of Thrones figures look even worse than the Call of Duty figures.
Yeah, like I just feel like they're there, but like they really need to improve, and I feel like that's what makes it the worst companies because they had the opportunity to add that kind of articulation, and they still didn't do it after Fortnite figures. So, like, I feel like that's why it makes it the worst company for me.
For sure. I want to also give a shout out as just a shout out to, I think it's Demoniacal is the name of them. They did the Ginyu and then the Ginyu for the Captain Ginyu and then the Ginyu 4 soldiers, and then who was messing with their mic, bro?
Not me. I don't think.
Alex.
What? I'm sorry, my headphones unplugged.
There we go.
That was it. Yeah, like Demoniacal. They did the Captain Ginyu and then the Ginyu 4 soldiers, and then they just did the Cybermen, and then they've been doing all the Super Saiyan like head sculpts with like the see-through clear ones.
Oh yeah,
cool. And they just announced they're doing this Go Tanks Ghost, like Super Ghost Kamikaze attack or whatever. And they're just been killing it. Like some random company just came out of nowhere and just been doing awesome.
You know who I'd give a shout out to actually? The people that made, I forget how you pronounce it, but they did the One Punch Man and
is it like Dawson?
Yeah, Dawson. Yeah, they made. Did they do the Tom and Jerry? I think they did Tom.
Yeah,
and
they
Jerry.
did. They did the Tom and Jerry and the.
I would give a shout out to them because I think they did a pretty good job with that One Punch Man, and yeah, actually that's pretty sick.
Okay, Aiden, figure of the year.
Oh Jesus! Is this that we own though? If it's like not that we own, then
I'm doing it ones that we own. But if not, you can give it to whatever.
I'm not doing it ones we own.
Oh crap!
Honestly, my list would be pretty similar, even if it was stuff that I didn't own.
Man, this is tough. Okay, we'll do ones. We'll do both. Okay, runner up for figure of the year. Damn, this is so difficult. I'm like looking at my collection. I'm like, what should I give it to? I'd have to say runner up for figure of the year would probably have to be the Mezco, Michael Myers. I mean, that thing when it came out was a hit, and I mean, it's also kind of showing their room for like making so many more horror villains like Scream, like Ghostface, with like all the cloak, and like they could do so much. I'm actually really excited. And if they got the Star Wars license, like imagine Jedi with like those like robes and like I think they would kill it. So so I feel like that would be that, and then number one, my God, this is so difficult. Would have to be. This is so hard. Oh my God, what would it be? I honestly like. There's so many figures that came out this year that like I can't really pick, but like I'd have to say, flat out, number one for me would have to be.
Oh my gosh!
I can't pick. There's so many.
Dude,
I'm just gonna give it to the Mezco.
You didn't write it down beforehand.
Well, you have to remember, Aiden like woke up like 2 minutes before we started recording.
So I wrote these down 4 or 5 days ago.
Same.
Anyways, continue, Aiden. I'm sorry.
Okay. Number one would have to be Hot Toys. Anything from Hot Toys. Not even gonna lie.
Gosh, bro.
No, I'm not letting you do that. No, you have to pick a figure.
Okay.
Bro, why are you struggling right now? We're not holding you hostage.
Yeah, but I feel like there's so many. I feel like you guys are gonna say yours, and I'm be like, oh, I completely agree with that. That's actually number one. All right, I'm just gonna give it to the SH Figure Arts Infinity War Hulk.
That's a
Great Hulk. Could be movie, could be comic too. I think it's like they knocked it out of the park with that one. There we go.
Sweet. All right, Finn, you want to do yours?
No, you do yours.
No, you do yours.
I'm going last, bro.
I'm going last. I'm joking.
Fine.
No.
Do yours,
I'll
bro.
go.
Do yours. No, it's okay.
I'll
Yeah.
do
Okay.
mine.
Thank you. Whatever.
What the heck? All right, so my runner-up is the Mezco Doctor Strange.
Ooh, good
Ooh,
That
wait, which
thing-
one? Which one?
The standard one, I guess. I mean,
Okay.
I don't know any of
The
them.
blue one, right?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
the standard one. That looks so amazing. That is the next Mezco that I think I'm after. Maybe that and Blade are the two next Mezcos that I'm after Punisher. That thing looks so good. At first, when they said they were doing a Doctor Strange, I'm like, oh, okay, like it's just a Mezco Doctor Strange. Like, how good can it be? But then it came out, and I was like, holy smokes, like it was actually really cool looking. The pictures I've seen of that have just been making me just want to rob somebody
Seriously. Oh my
to go get it. Like I saw it in a box at a comic shop one time, and I literally actually thought about knocking out the person behind the counter and just running out with it. Like I really want that figure.
You really considered it.
Yes,
Yeah, and
man.
my winner is actually a figure that I own. And wait, did it come out this year?
I think I know what it is, and I don't think it did, bud.
I don't know if it came
What are
out
you gonna
this
say?
year.
What are you gonna say?
Well, I was gonna say the 1990 Pennywise.
Oh,
I wasn't
it
gonna.
might
say
have
that.
actually.
I might have. Yeah, I thought you were gonna pick Punisher.
No, I know that didn't come out this year.
Yeah.
No, but the NECA Pennywise, I really like that thing, man. Taking pictures of that has been really fun. The details are great. I haven't even seen the original but that thing is just great. I really like making it look creepy with blood and stuff like that, and just having the balloons and stuff. Balloons are a great prop to have, I really hope we get some children soon, like a Franklin Richards or something, just so that way we can have kids holding balloons and stuff like that. I really like that figure. The detail is great. The 3 head sculpts are great. The hands are great. Pointing finger is great. The detail is phenomenal. The costume looks good. The articulation for someone that wears such a big outfit is really good. Yeah, I think NECA nailed it with that figure. So, yeah. Finn, you want to do yours?
Yes, of course. I've talked about all these figures already. I definitely want to give a big shout out to SHF Rebel Tech, especially. I didn't really talk about them that much in companies, but just these figures. Runner up is The Thing, amazing figure, obviously, and then my other runner ups are the other runner up is SHF Goku. He was just insanity. Like, it's just so fun, and putting the head on the Awakening Goku body and having like a battle damage power down Goku, and then having it just gives me some options, and putting the Awakening head on the Goku body so I can have a Super Saiyan normal Goku is just so much fun. Oh, it's so awesome. And then my figure of the year is Carnage, Revoltech.
Yeah.
It had to be. What else would it be? I mean, this was like a grail of mine. And then D Amazing hooked me up with like a little bit or less than our retail price. And it's just amazing, dude. Just the shots I've been able to take. I've just taken some today.
Ooh.
Amazing. I've been having so much fun. I'm serious, dude. It's amazing. Probably one of my favorite figures, like probably a top like 15 or 20 figure I have in my collection, period.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm really curious what D Amazing's profession is, dude, because he gets so many figures left and right, and like the ubiquitous diet. Like, I want to be whatever he is when he's grown.
He's a coke dealer, bro.
No doubt, dude. Do you see? Like, he gets everything, like cloth goods, every figure that comes out. I swear he has.
Yeah, well, he also is. He's also like either he's getting married or he's married, and like that he doesn't have any money spent on kids, bro. He probably makes a lot of money and then just saves a lot. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, he's awesome. But yeah.
And, real quick, I forgot to do my worst, and it's still Infinity War Iron Man. Marvel Legends. That's my worst figure of the year. Anyway, go ahead.
I don't know if I have a worst.
You have a worst. Don't lie.
Probably the Captain America Infinity War.
Yeah. My word.
That's probably it. Is that all, guys? This has been our year-end wrap-up. Woo! We've been in this room for like 4 hours.
Right? Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
I have not
eaten. And now I haven't eaten it all today.
I've been like chewing like 7 pieces of gum in my mouth.
Oh, we can tell.
Adding.
Yeah. So my pick for best on.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Seriously. And then, so that's it for our episode. Normally we'd get into our emails at the end of the episode, but we didn't get any. So please write us an email.
What are you talking about?
www.shutterbugspodcast@gmail.com. Please send us some.
That's so funny.
Nathan Fabinick left us a very nice email.
I'm not reading. Do you want me to read it?
You already read it.
No, those are our reviews, dude. Our iTunes reviews.
Oh no, I didn't send an email.
You're Nathan. I'm just.
I do have one plug real fast. I'm just gonna say it, but because guys, my Instagram's at 95 followers. 5 off, guys. 5 off. 5 off.
Bro, mine has been at 4,980 something, whatever. For like years.
I don't want to hear you. I'm at 100. I'm not even at 100. 95. Okay? So I get 5 more followers. You know, I'd be pretty grateful. You guys, okay?
You made a whole post. You made a whole post on the account about following you, and I died laughing.
It's so sad. Like, I just need to get to 100.
You need to follow more people, bro. That's it.
That's true. You need to. Yeah, that's true.
I've been stuck at like 1,500 for like months now, and I follow like 1,000 people. You know, it's just follow backs, and then all of a sudden people actually like it, and they'll be like, "Oh, sweet," you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's been a really good episode, guys. Anything I'd like to say before we go?
Instagram, please.
And we'll get you followers, but don't worry. Anything you guys like to say before we go?
It's been a great year.
Yeah, it really has. Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New Year.
It's been amazing. Definitely. And well, with that said, thank you all so much for joining us for the 7th episode.
What?
Episode.
What is are you on repeat or something? episode.
The 7th episode of the Shutterbugs podcast. I want to thank my co-hosts Alex and Aiden. It has been a lot of fun. We will see you all next week. But until then,
what the heck?
Keep taking toy folks and be good people. Goodbye.
I was gonna try to like match it with